Can you shut the dining room light off? Hi, folks. How you doing? I don't know if anybody's going to show, but I'm going to hope for the best. Looks like I lost 4 subscribers again. Hey, Grace, how you doing? I kind of figured as much. We actually got some really cool finds today. The most expensive one is actually not the biggest one, but that wasn't me who found it. That was her. Yeah, she got a new to her KitchenAid mixer, which she's been wanting for years. But my favorite find, it may not look like much. You can't really tell, but that table right there, the little side table, isn't a side table. Hey, Anna, how you doing? Thank you. Hey, Prepping, thank you for coming. Hey, Mandy, how you doing? I got something I've got to show you guys. It's going to take both my wife and me to actually show it to you properly. Yeah. You can't really see it very well, but this table that we got these 2 boxes on, there and there, those boxes are empty. We're just clearing out some of the stuff. Turns into a 15 at least 10 to 15 foot table. Yeah, that expands out to a 15-foot long table. And it's going to go from there to probably about, trying to figure out which way I'm pointing here, to about right there. I think so too. It was ever since I seen, was it Victoria eating garlic bread yesterday? Or was it the day before yesterday? Day before yesterday. Didn't we have garlic bread yesterday?
We had cheese bread.
We had cheese bread. We went to Claxton's, and I got to eat some steak, and Jenny got her meal. She still got her meal in the fridge.
Yep, I got some for you.
But we also got some really, really cool items. Let's see here. For emergency items, picked up a little inverter for the truck. Can never not use one of those. I also got. Give me a moment here. Gotta figure out where I put everything. Oh, this may not look like much, but this is a backpacking pillow, self-inflating pillow. And with the exception of the 2 bigger items, her mixer, which was 70, love?
My mixer was 45.
45 for her mixer. Our table was the same price at 45. And, we probably spent maybe $120 for everything we picked up today. And we got a lot for the price because the place we were at, they were doing these Amazon pallets and selling stuff off of those. And It was just amazing of the stuff we found. Ian got this rolling folding table. Jenny actually got. Oh, we both did actually. You know, for both of us. You get one here. This is actually pretty cool. I remember which way it goes. Wait. It's either a table or a chair. It's kind of cool. But this, I'm going to sorry to say, if it wasn't for TikTok, I would not know about this table. I so want to open it up right now, love. Can we? Please, 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 please. Ian! Come here. Ian! Be right back, folks. I got to show this off. Yeah. It would have been a lot easier if you helped me, love.
I can't pull it.
Okay. For those who shoot, we picked up one of these little shooting stand deals. That's going to come in handy. Come over here. You need to get on the backside, bud. Okay? You need to be on that side. I'm going to flip this over towards you when we go to pull that part up, okay? Flip this over. Okay. You have to hold it. Underneath. Okay.
That's as far as it goes.
Let's see here. Actually, it goes in further, but it goes up further. You got to reach down underneath. Oh, we forgot about that. Where's that button at, buddy?
Want to try to replace this?
No, you got to get that leg down.
I know. I said, want to try to replace so I can get the.
Just go down there and get it. We put the leg down, folks. We just forgot to put the center leg down. Ian discovered that it could go down.
Okay, let's see. There's no button.
Now pull.
I think we're supposed to.
I got the thing I'm putting right here, bud. Okay.
Dad, I think we're supposed to pull this out, then open it up.
Crap. We took the leg, the center leg, it pops down. Where's the foot's over here, right? So I can pull this.
There we go. No. In yet.
It's locked right there. It's locked.
Go stop.
Okay, it's good. It's good. We're just doing it temporary, bud. Okay, now try putting the out a little further, bud. Okay, pull the legs out, bud. Stand up. Stand
I
up.
got it.
Okay. Here, pull it that way, I guess. Pull that part out. Put your hand over the top. No, put your fingers here. Pull. Okay, there you go. Keep on pulling. We'll get on the other side.
That's it.
No, it's not. Well, flip it over. There you go.
It's the
Now flip the table over. Now let's get the things in. Guys, I'm sorry. You can only see part of it, but look at this. Okay, come to the leaves, but I need that one first.
Cookies.
Leaves. Turn this way.
No, I'm thinking cookies.
Well, cookies will get cookies later.
No, homemade cookies. Just like her homemade cookies.
Come on.
That lady over there, sitting on the couch.
Couch? What couch? We don't own a couch.
Oh, chair.
Okay, come on.
I got this. That's no true.
Okay, now you gotta push it back together. More on your right side, bud.
It's crooked.
Hold on. It's that side right there needs to come in. There we go. We got it. Folks, look at that. The little table came that big. Thank you, bud. And thank you to my lovely assistant. Ta-da. No, you weren't. I asked you.
No.
What do you guys think of that table? $45 we paid for that. Thank you for coming, Cecilia. And thank you, Anna, for being my 1,000th subscriber once again.
So,
well, considering it folds down to about that wide, and it has 1, 2, 3, 4 leaves for the center, and a center leg that pops
I
down.
don't trust that center leg though.
It's strong, bud. It's for right now.
Oh,
It's just for demo
I
purposes.
don't understand for.
It's actually pretty solid.
Yeah, I still understand. Where are the other legs? There should be legs at the.
That's just the one. But for a Thanksgiving dinner, it'll work.
Or Mac in bed.
No, nothing to do with Mac. We're gonna, you'll probably love the box better.
The inverter I'm talking about.
But with a nice big tablecloth over it, yeah, that's gonna be a really nice table. Oh, thank you. Hey, Deb, thank you for coming. You wouldn't leave this. This table is only about this wide when it's all squished together. And it looks like a desk when it's all folded up. And I saw it on TikTok first. And it's just amazing. I think I might actually saved it to my phone. Yes? Oh, you want to show off your...
No,
I
I want to lie down. So here, make this.
It's yours.
I know this up.
Okay.
Oh.
Ian found a very old fishing item. It's a floating fishing knife. On this side, this is for honest fishermen. And on the other side, which is Ian's side, for, dishonest fishermen. Illegal inches. And this thing says, this is actually 20 inches long. But on the right side, it says it's about 10 inches long. And it's a nice little fishing knife with fish scaler. And you already got the edge.
Yeah.
Yeah, he could not have a knife that wasn't sharp. And it floats.
Yeah, you know about throwing knives.
It was already in the case, so
Yeah, but still, it's still a knife. It could have popped open.
yeah. I'm not sure. let me see here. I would actually have to go through my videos that I downloaded because I was going to show Jenny of that particular table when I first found it. Not this particular table, but the one like it. I saw it on TikTok, and it was just something really, really cool. We picked up quite a few different items today. Like I said, Jenny's mixer. I picked up the inverter. We picked up the folding chair, my backpacking pillow. Ian got a new sleeping bag. See what else did we get. Oh, Jenny got a really nice cold brew setup, as well as a French press, a Pyrex French press, brass French press coffee maker. What else did you get, love? You got your, she even got me a bar of Dr. Squatch peppermint basil soap. So I get to try that out. Oh, Jenny got a new lap loom. And she got a bag of fans. Oh, her little fan. You got to show her the bag. Show everybody the bag of fans. Yes, she keeps on saying she needs another fan. She always misplaces them.
Ouch.
So we found a whole bunch of paper fans, just a whole bag of fans. And for the smaller items, we paid like $23. Yep. How you doing, Greg? Thank you for coming. Greg, you haven't seen this, but this table, which, by the way, I will measure out because I actually bought one of the things I did buy myself today was a tape measure. It is full pull-out size. Is here from side to side. It is 3 foot 4 inches wide by 'It's not as long as I thought it was. It's 7'4". Now, in its broken down form, get it over here. I'm gonna take it apart, put it back together again. I'm not sure if I can do it by myself, but I'm gonna give it a shot. Ian, we need your help again, bud.
What?
We need your help again. I need you to push this time.
That's easy. I can do that.
I'll be on this side.
I remember to put that leg up.
I'm gonna put the leg up. Pull up on that. That's the thing you pull on right there. And then grab the handle. There we go. Folks, as you can see, the leg folds up underneath.
If we knew about this earlier, I would have
Yeah,
done
we didn't
that.
know this until we were packing up to bring it home. Almost done. And now, where's the tape measure? Measure the length, bud. It's 3'4" by 1'8". So a 7-foot table comes from 7'4" table comes from this. It looks bigger, but 7 feet is still a respectable table.
I got this on the flat.
It's got a little scratches on it, but we can take those out with a little like sandpaper. And it's not that heavy, but very, very usable. And it sits off in the corner until you need it. Ian got a camping roll-up table that the top rolls up, and we got a whole bunch of different things. Yeah. Yeah, Jenny got both a French press and a cold brew set up, so it's really cool. Hey, Howie, how you doing? Yeah, I think that table's cool too. It's like I looked at it, and I looked at it again, and go, that looks awfully familiar. Then I checked it out, and it actually expands out to 7'4", and it's 3 feet 4 inches width. And as it looks like a desk, just like it is. You could use it as a desk if you wanted to, but for when you have guests, you have a table. Our other table had the broken leg; we couldn't use it, and this one comes with 4 leaves, and it's just an awesome thing. Hey, Reb Curl, long time no see. There's no such thing as legal inches in fishing. Oh, Deb. You're not a guy. I'm sorry. Illegal inches and guys kind of go hand in hand, unfortunately. Hey, Jeff. Thanks for coming. Jeff, I'm not sure if you could scroll back and see what yeah. This table is amazing. Jeff, this tiny little table right there, right there, turns into a 7'4" long table. It's got 5 legs. One's folded up underneath right now, but it's really freaking cool. Oh, I did not know that. I'd have to check that one out. If you could send me the link or post the link in the room, I'd greatly appreciate it. I'll sub to them just because why not? They're family from Iowa. That's true, Deb. I can understand that. My dad taught me how to fish, but unfortunately, fishing didn't catch into my blood like it has my son. I can fish, but does not make me a fisherman. Now, like I was showing you guys before, this table is one thing. And for those people who hunt, you'll probably recognize this thing. This is a Vanguard Scout M62 for shooting, and makes a good hiking pole as well. So got that today as well. But this right here is really cool unto itself. I remember how to get it up there. Okay. It folds up like that. And just pretty cool. And it just pops right back down. Let's fix the screws in here. But it's big enough and it's strong enough to bear my weight, and I'm pretty heavy. We're going to use it as both a stool and a table for our tents at rendezvous and things like that. So that's going to be cool. I can't even begin to tell you how many other things I picked up today. Jenny picked me up a new money box for my archery range. Nice little box. Really heavy duty hinges on the back. Pretty solid, actually. Needs a latch, though. What else did we get, love? What else did we get? We got a drill.
Camping pots.
Oh yeah, we got some camping pots. We got a new coffee pot for the camping gear, one of the ceramic coated kind, with a percolator pot with all the stuff in it. Still had the paper around the the basket part. We got a Black & Decker cordless drill, but we're having issues with the charger not charging. Not sure what's up with that. What else did we get? Ian, come here, please. This is not for you to do anything except for like give me an idea of what other stuff we picked up today. I can't keep track because we picked up a lot. Oh, can you bring in the trunk? Oh, we picked up something funny. Oh, Ian picked up a new sleeping bag. I'm not sure anything about it yet.
I haven't opened it yet.
He hasn't pulled it out of the bag yet, but there's.
Okay, if you want.
But the funniest item he's picking up right now. It's been painted, so bear with us. We're gonna try to get it cleaned up. It's made of plastic, but I actually have a thing. I think it's pretty cool. Okay, put it right there in the middle of the floor. By the way, you're on the straps. Turn it this way, bud. Ian scratched his name into the paint that someone had painted it. Okay.
What do you mean?
Ready, get set, bam, treasure chest. Open it up. Get it backwards, bud. It's just a plastic container that looks like a treasure chest. We're going to be cleaning out all the silver paint that someone painted it.
We might need to reinforce it with metal.
We can probably do that.
Because this is like flimsy.
Yes, I know. Or we could put some ropes or something to hold it.
No, metal
open.
rods near the hinges.
No, you see where we can add things on the edges, bud, like the chains of the kitchen box to hold it open.
Well,
that way,
this was actually a cooler.
it's not a cooler, bud.
I want to make it a cooler though.
I don't want to make it a cooler,
Okay.
but we got a treasure chest. What else did we get? Do you remember? Oh, Ian's got actually a really cool find. He picked it.
I'm actually gonna let you.
Nope. It's yours, not mine. Get
I'm
up.
wearing it, so no.
No, I'm not asking you to wear it. I'm asking you to hold it and explain.
No.
Okay. Ian, get your butt in here.
I've been wanting to sit down for about 5 minutes.
Get over here. This is yours, not my find.
Well, I'm backstage back there. I'm not sure.
No, just show off.
No.
Okay, folks. Sorry for that. A World War I. What kind of helmet? You called it something.
Do you remember what I called it?
And yes,
I know it's a
British helmet. It's a helmet. No liner though.
That's deteriorated.
The liner looks like it got ripped out right there. As you
No,
can see.
that.
And it does have a serial number
That
right there.
actually the helmet lighter actually disintegrated
Well, maybe.
because that's disintegration marks on the center of it.
I'm trying to read the numbers right now.
I can't. They're faded.
It's 151 something.
1517.
1517?
No, actually, it's 1507.
1507?
It has cracks in the metal part around the rim.
That right there is where they actually this is all one piece, bud. And you just folded it over.
Well, it's
That's
cracked.
it's a seam.
The seam cracked.
It's
Right here.
yeah.
I'm gonna have to get
He's
that
right.
welded.
That the seam did crack right there. But
I'm probably just gonna get it welded and just fix that.
so what do you guys think of some of the finds? I can't remember 100% everything I found. Not just me. Jenny got a KitchenAid kitchen mixer. It says Harley Davidson on the side, and it works. So she's really happy about that. She got some her loom thing, and she got some cross stitch stuff. She got show them the new pattern you got today, love. The new pattern you just got today. Your Star Wars pattern.
Oh,
She's gonna show that off for you today. She picked up. It's Yoda. For those people, she picked up this, and it's a cross stitch needle thingy. Just, old Yoda. Oh, she got whatever this thing is.
Got that out of Goodwill.
Oh, you got that at Goodwill? Well, she went to Goodwill and she picked up this little lamp light thing. Do you know if it works? Love, did you check to see if it worked? She's not listening. And yes, it does. So I had to explain what this was to my boy, but it does make a really good hiking stick.
Daddy, he sees himself on the computer screen.
Max looking at the cat on the computer. Or he's trying to figure out what I'm doing. Watch this. Boop. Yes, I booped you from all the way over here. Yep, I booped my cat with a I guess rifle stand. I guess I could probably use it for long distance rabbit shooting, maybe. I don't know. And also can make a really good hiking stick if you needed it to be such. They had a lot of horse stuff for those people who were into horses. I don't know if they can this would work for your crossbow, Greg, but I recognize that for this, like I said, this is the Vanguard Scout M62. I don't know much about it yet. I'll probably do some research, find out how much it's worth. And it looks like it makes a perfectly good little hiking stick. I'm going to try one more. Oh, yes, it does. The top comes off. And I could probably use it for like my GoPro stand or whatever. So it'd be kind of cool for a GoPro stick too. But this has actually got some functionality. We can do more with it than just a shooting stick. It can make a really good little hiking stick too. So with a GoPro. Okay, thank you for showing me the link there, Jeff. Yes, I did. I just saw the link. I am going to backtrack a little bit and click on that. And I'll take a look. Now, where is... Okay, that's Keokuk. Okay, I've never been there. I've been to Keokuk, but not to the Mississippi. So, okay, cool. Oh, by the way, Cecilia, did you send Jenny your mailing address by any chance?
Yes.
Okay.
I have her mailing address.
I've got something I want to purchase for her, but I need a mailing address to send it. I'll show you, love, real quick. You'll see it, but I need her address.
I have it on my phone.
Why do you want to, make me wait all the time? I'm gonna have you type it in, not tell me, because
No, I'm gonna send it to you.
okay. Yep. I got something I'm gonna be sending to you. I'm gonna order it. I'm ordering it for you. So yeah. I hope you like it when it arrives. It'll be from me. So okay, let me see here. Okay, no, I want to figure out how to send it to someone other than my address. Okay, I gotta get. I'll finish this up after my live stream today. That way you'll get it someday. I'm not sure when. You'll get it. Did you send it, hon?
I'm looking for it.
Oh, okay. So sorry about that. I'll hold off on sending that. Oh, dang it. Cancel. Oh, well, great. Okay. Cecilia, I would like to show you what I was planning on ordering you, so please bear with me here, okay? Not one pipe, but 3. Hey, Mike, how you doing? Thank you for coming. I don't have a muzzle loader yet either, Greg. I've been wanting to get one, but I can't afford the kit to build it. And I can't really afford to buy a brand new one that's already made. That's what I was getting ready to send you until you said you just ordered one. Unless you still want it. I mean, you could have 4. You can never have, you have options. Because I told you I'd find you one. Do you still not want it, Cecilia? Just let me know. If I can not order it, or you just say, sure, and then I send it.
Yeah, I just sent it to you.
Okay. I'm waiting for her to confirm either way. So, on those, they have 3 different types. You have a cherry, an ash, and a walnut. And you see looks like they have a metal insert for the bowl. And there's what it looks like up close. Just thought that, So is that a yes, Cecilia, or a no, Cecilia? I just need a yes or a no. I think they're cool. My dad used to smoke a pipe when I was a kid. I can't. Captain Black, let's see, something gold that smelled like apples, which was actually pretty cool. The tobacco smelled like apples. Made the whole house smell like tobacco. It didn't smell like smoke. It smelled like apples, which was really cool. Hey, South, how you doing? But I figured if you're interested, Cecilia, yes, okay. Then I will send them after my stream. I'll hold on to that. And we'll I'll order them, send them to you after the stream. So there we go. I figured since I couldn't find you one at the VU, and I'm not going to the Ren Fair till tomorrow, I figured since I have Prime, Amazon Prime, I could send it to you. I can't guarantee how long it's going to take to get to you, but it will get to you eventually. And you have a choice of which one you use any given day. But South, you missed out on a really cool demonstration of my new table. That right there is a 7'4" dining room table. It doesn't look like it, but it is. I told you I'd find you something, Cecilia. I try to keep my word when I can. Unless it's outside my area of influence. Okay. For those people, I'm not going to redo it. It's a big demonstration. My boy gets a little upset that he has to actually help because Jenny can't help. But you'll need to go back and rewatch the live stream to see the things some of the things we found. The most interesting thing, we got the table, we got the folding table chair thing. It's a little smaller one right there, and yeah, and that. Yes, it's a treasure chest. We actually purchased it for multiple reasons. The first reason, once we get it cleaned up, we're trying to. It's made of plastic. We're gonna repaint it and make it look like it's supposed to, and we're gonna use it for Halloween for giving out candy. We're not gonna do the bowl thing. We're gonna do little gift bags for the different size kids. So if they're when we get trick or treaters this year, we're gonna do them. By the age group, they can pick 1, 2, or 3, depending on whether. And if they do a really special job and everything, we give them a special bag that has the big candy in it. So it's gonna be kind of cool. We got a lot of small things. Ian got a multi-tool set. He got. Let's see, what else did he get? He got the military helmet, whichever. I'm not sure what he did with it, but it was really cool. He got a sleeping bag, which he hasn't opened up yet. What else did we get? Jenny found some Dr. Squatch peppermint basil soap. I'm going to try that out. I got an inflatable camp pillow, which is, I tried it out earlier. It's right here. And it's from Mountain Designs. Where we got it, they were doing a lot of pallet sales, which you get like from Amazon of the return stuff or something like that. And my pillow, which is really cool. It's a self-inflating pillow. And I tried it earlier, and it's really comfy, even without being fully inflated. But I got it to my comfort level, and this thing is not going to be missed on a backpacking trip. It even came with an extra thing for in case it gets holes in it. Well, happy Thanksgiving to you, Cecilia, and anybody else who's from Canada. And our table turns into a 7'3" 7'4" by 3'4" long table with 4 leaves. And it has 5 legs. You're most welcome. Yes, Halloween is coming fast. I don't know if any of you celebrate Halloween. It's one of my favorite holidays, and it's coming up in wow, uh, 3 weeks actually. Acapulco Gold, whatever it is. That's the one that's which one ever smells like apples. Let's see. We picked up some ceramic covered camp gear, which we picked up a set of 4 plates, a coffee pot, a regular pot, and a coffee cup, along with a pasta pot with the lid that has the holes in it where you can strain it. We picked up love. What else did we pick up?
What?
Well, I'm trying to explain what we all picked up, but you were there for most of it, not me, because you and Ian went first.
Yeah.
What else did we pick up?
He got his World War I helmet.
I showed that one earlier. What else did you guys pick up? We displayed the mixer, the table, the chair, the inflatable pillow, which, by the way, is not. Oh, Jenny got a little dragon sitting on a jewel. Oh crap! A little dragon. Oops, sorry. Little dragon sitting on a jewel. I think it was sitting on a base or something, hun.
No,
The part down here is sticky.
there was a sticker on it. I took it off.
Oh, okay. But you see, little purple dragon. Jenny got a new coffee cup, which is sitting. Oops, sorry, right there. Did you get jewelry? I don't know. Like I said, this is now. I mean, I didn't even inflate this all the way. It's just self-inflated. And I am going to be so comfy on the trail from now on. Oh man, that's the right softness, just perfect. The shooting stick. We picked up some other tools. I think I can't remember. I got a tape measure. We end up using the treasure chest to carry a lot of the things. So, yes, Deb, Halloween is a lifestyle, not just a holiday. I 100% agree. So, Mandy, what did you think of my table? Thank you, Jeff. No, when JB was here, our table had been broken, so we hadn't been able to set it up. Now we have this. We can set it up. We have all the chairs from the other table, so we have plenty of chairs for it. We're just gonna have to set the chairs probably out here on the porch or something. And yeah, I think it's kind of cool. Let's see here. Ian got a little light for his room that turned out it didn't work. He picked up a multi-tool flashlight and compass setup, which is not bad for what it is. Compass worked. There's a few other items I can't. Oh man, there was so much stuff we put in the back of the truck because we had it in that big box that I was showing you earlier, and another box that was in that box. It's pretty decent. But the table was the biggest item, and it rivaled the price of the KitchenAid mixer that Jenny got, but she's been wanting for years but can never afford. So she's happy. She's going to be using it for making meatloaf and bread and a whole bunch of other different things. So, yeah, yay! Yay me. That's not what I'm looking for. Okay. It's going to take me a while to read the thing because instead of Jenny just, typing it and sending it to me, she just screenshotted it and tried to send it to me, and I can't read it. Yeah, it's been way out of Jenny's price range, but just like my bow that I got this year, her getting that mixer has been her dream kitchen item because it just been all out of her price range. Even she would not even get lesser mixers because that's the one she wanted. She found it. She got it. Apparently, this place had so many pallets of stuff. They even had 2 scooters, the Honda scooters, and they had bicycles. They had fishing gear, not the best fishing gear, but a lot of old rusty tools. Ian found an actual half-size anchor battery. Well, Jenny found it, and Ian bought it. So it's like my big one that I usually carry, but half size. Some beams are like love. Comparison: KitchenAid versus Sunbeam.
I don't know.
Which one's? I mean, KitchenAid's better, right?
Yeah.
Okay, that's what Sunbeam's what Cecilia got.
Right.
She said it's not the same. And here's your dragon back. Yeah, I think we did a good job today. Okay, Greg, thank you for coming. I really appreciate it. Get some video. I'd love to see it. By the way, I am still running that video from the Mississippi Lock and Dam. It's on my I got another screen popped up about that. Oh, okay. This one was not even a box. This was just the mixer itself, the attachments, and the bowl, and another plastic piece. I don't know anything about it. It's out of my area and realm of experience. But Jenny, as she's a cook, yes, she will use it wisely. Maybe we can get her to make some cakes and brownies and such. Ooh, sounds good. I'm not going to be running my computer into the kitchen for you guys to take a look at the KitchenAid. I might take a picture of it and show it to you. I'll be right back. I'll take a picture of it to you. It's not all put together, but it is plugged in and it does work. So that's a bonus. Yeah. Hey. What did you do that? You didn't know what it looks like. Say the bag. You know what?
I would use it. Mom, where's the mixing bowl for the mixer? Dad, stop!
I'm not going to do it for you. Mom does.
Mom, I got a question for you.
Okay, folks, I got 3 pictures of the thing here. Bear with me here.
Would you be willing to
Here's the show.
sell this?
Yep, give me a moment. So, KitchenAid.
I'll try.
Or get
That's
some
right.
other patches with this- put patchwork on here? 'Cause I don't want. I want to use this.
I'm not sure if you can read that. It says, oh man, it's hard to see.
It's pretty.
I'm sorry. It says Harley Davidson on the side.
That's a sticker.
Ow.
And there it is. I mean, it's got 3 attachments to it, plus a bowl cover and the bowl. Jenny got it for $45. So she got a deal of a lifetime. So I'm assuming she's going to keep it on the counter before she could use it and keep the utensils part put away in one of the side drawers, so that when she needs to bake, she'll pull it up, the stuff out, set it up, use it, that kind of thing. Oh man, hon, talk to people. I gotta go. I gotta use the restroom.
Okay. I'm gonna go in the bedroom.
No, please. This is until I come back. Talk to Cecilia.
Trying to watch TikTok. Okay. So, hi everybody. How you doing? Yes. I got roped in again. How are things? I know, right? I went to Walmart and the brand new KitchenAids are running $276 at Walmart. I got that one for $45. A and B. Thanks, Grace. We did pretty good today. Ian and I were hanging out while we were waiting for Rusty to get off work. So we went to IHOP and had pancakes. And then we went to the flea market. He got a pith helmet. Well, if they called it a pith helmet, it's actually a World War II British soldier helmet.
Yeah. I cut my foot on the helmet.
Ow!
Right there, right here.
Where's my helmet?
Right over there.
Oh, yeah, he did himself an injury on said helmet.
My helmet's on my mannequin.
So now I got to doctor him up. Be back in a minute.
I had put peroxide on it and it was already bubbling up.
All right.
Dad, how'd you cut it when it's on the mannequin head?
Yeah, would you cut it up?
Helmet, the big heavy duty one on the floor.
You mean the gladiator helmet?
Uh,
It shouldn't be on the floor in the first darn place.
That's your helmet, isn't it?
That's my helmet.
Oh,
Someone decided to claim it for himself.
well, I got
Funny how that works. Doctor's foot.
you can see it now, honey.
Yes, I can see it now.
I didn't realize how bad I was bleeding until I cleaned it up.
There.
Thank you.
All right.
The
Back to
doctor's
your
been doctored.
regularly scheduled program. See you later.
Thank you. It was kind of an emergency. Sorry about that, folks. Didn't realize I'd cut myself on a gladiator's helmet, like from the movie Gladiator. It was in my dining room. Yes, she's got a question on the hooks, hon. Did you answer those questions?
What?
The hooks, the attachments. Do you have a dough hook?
I think so, yeah.
Hey, Dad,
Okay.
my secret break comes with a bonus. Built-in pillow. The only damage that I can see is the outside grip.
We can fix that.
I'm just probably could put patchwork on it.
No, you got to stitch it.
No, you can't because it's like missing parts of it.
You can still stitch it. You put a patch over it and you stitch it
That's what I
in.
was talking about patchwork.
Okay. Hey, JV, you missed it. Okay. He loves the helmet, by the way. He's wore it. But you want to see a new helmet? Ian picked up a new helmet today. And Ian is a major World War II history buff, but he decided to go back a little further. It does have a serial number on here, right here, but the only numbers that I could physically see. Give me a second.
I can
here.
make it a 0 or an O.
I'm getting out my flashlight here.
I tried to make the flashlight, it wasn't working.
My flashlight, not yours.
No, I'm going back to my built-in pillow right here.
Okay. It's got a 1, 5. It looks like an I.
Hold up. I see an
0.
8. There's two numbers.
That's a
right
5. It's a no. See, that's a 5.
there. It looks like an 8.
It's a 5. Well, it could be a B.
Yes.
LB.
LB.
I. Something.
No, that's 0. 7.
7. Something.
IBI 07.
IBI 07. Something.
I think
That's his helmet he picked up today for how much?
3.
$3.
I see 8.
$8. And you missed. We finally got a table we can actually sit you down at, JV, and feed you meatloaf.
Dad, tell them what they called it. I told you they called it.
Oh, they called it a pith helmet, and it's not even close to a pith helmet.
It's an insult.
Yeah.
That's an insult. to me.
Ian's a history buff. But, JV, that little desk-looking thing is a 7'4" dining room table, if you can believe it. If you don't believe me, look, when I get done here, go back and watch that first part of the video. We picked up some really cool stuff at this sale today. The fun item, I mean, I picked up my pillow, like my backpacking pillow, This is a what's the name of that? The Mountain Designs pillow, self-inflating pillow, which is really nice. It's 37 by 28 centimeters, or 14.6 by 11 inches. 3.49 inches thick and weighs less than 0.4 pounds or 0.20 kilograms. It's going to definitely be going backpacking with me. And it's actually on the thing, Mountain Designs pillow right there. This is right here. It's just, I just closed off the valve. This is what it's self-inflated to. And it's really comfortable. What else did we pick up? Oh, we had so much. We got the folding chair. JV, you're gonna love this one. Ready? Treasure chest. Oops, sorry. Treasure chest. Someone had spray painted a red treasure chest silver, and all the silver's flaking off. So we're gonna clean it up. That's nice sleeping bag bed. Just needs a little work.
Yeah. I was putting mine there, probably like that.
Yeah, I know. How big is the patch that we need to put in? Oh, no, I can stitch that, bud. That's a stitching thing. Stitching came undone. That's the reason why they sent it back.
How big it is.
Oh, yeah. Oh, Ian got a new sleep bag. It needs a little work. I'm going to stitch it up in the spot. But it comes with a built-in pillow.
I have no idea how much it is, though. Or what brand is that?
It should be on the inside or right there on the tag, bud, at the end.
Season bag, low burn, keep away from fire.
Didn't say who made it or anything. He's got no information on this other than what it is. It's red, yellow, and gray.
No, green.
Green.
It reminds me of a country.
A flag.
Yeah.
This looks like a flag. Hey, Daniel, thank you for coming. Oh, this thing is really cool. That table expands out, and now we can have a proper table. We can put in our dining room. We don't have to worry about taking up the entire space. We just have to store the chairs somewhere else. I think it's a gift, Cecilia, about finding things at a really good price. It's just one of those things. The archery gear that I originally wanted got snagged even before Jenny got there, and she got there at 8 in the morning, and they were already gone. They did have a kid's compound bow and an adult compound bow, both not my thing. They had a handheld crossbow that you could get for $20. They were asking $40 for. They had an air purifier there. They had some camera equipment set up for backgrounds. If I wanted to do a green screen type setup, they had one of those things. They had an old Nikon camera, a whole bunch of old tools, and a lot of other things. A lot of fishing gear, a lot of rusted stuff. But it was really cool. We're not going back tomorrow. We're going to the Renaissance Fair tomorrow. But a lot of random finds. It took us quite a few trips to get all that stuff inside the house. We used our wagon to bring it in. The table is surprisingly light. I mean, minus the leaves, obviously. But it's nice to actually physically have a table we can actually use. It's going to stay out of the way. It's going to be awesome. Ian actually has a camping table that everything just rolls up really small that he's going to use in his tent. So for his gear, I originally got it for me, but he decided, he did not decide. He convinced me that it was, and Jenny, that it was in best interest that he have it, since we have the other folding chair / table, which was going to work really good for us. I do the best I can, Daniel, about finding stuff. I mean, the table, I would admit, for those people who didn't see it, is that I actually saw it first on TikTok, surprisingly enough. And I thought that was freaking cool. I never seen one before. And then I found one. They had a whole section of tent that was just for antique furniture. Yesterday, when Jenny and I first discovered this, when they were setting up, they actually had a giant elk head. They had a whole box of deer antlers and things like that. That stuff was gone before we even got there. They had a nice hip quiver and a ton of arrows. Those were gone before Jenny even got there. She got a show JV. You could see it and see this. She got me a money box for my range. I'm gonna add a lock to it. Pretty heavy duty. JV, you might like this that you were shooting the other day. I picked up one of these shooting stick, but I found out something really cool. I could change the head and use it for my GoPro, which is really nice. Exactly, JV. Exactly. So when you and Mandy finally make it over here, we can make you meatloaf. We have a table to fit everybody. We have enough chairs since we have our last table left there. We're going to get rid of the table, keep the chairs, and just go from there. I tried to find some old hatchets and stuff. Ian said he found one this morning, but then he had to come pick me up since I had to work. By the time he went back, it was gone. JV, look what Jenny found me at the same place. Got me some Dr. Squatch. Spearmint basil. Smells nice. So I'm going to try to give it a shot, see how well it works. I'm not sure. I'm going to try it in the showers. Probably tomorrow, since I've got to set up, get my gear ready for Renaissance Fair. So I'm going to go as a ranger or something like medieval archer. I'll see what I can help you find, Deb. I mean, I made our bed that we use for VU and reenactments. It all collapses down flat. It's got 4 sideboards and 4 legs, and it sits up high enough off the ground where we could put totes underneath and stuff. You could look at, they do make a collapsible queen air mattress bed. It actually has a frame that you could look into. I'm not sure who makes it. It's either Coleman or somebody like that. I haven't found any though. They did have a couple air mattresses while we were there, but I've never been comfortable on those things. They're not solid enough. But I do like my pillow though. Yes. I finally have a backpacking pillow I can actually agree with. No, JV, guys, I mean, our finds are cool. I mean, to us anyway. I'm not sure what you guys think. I really hope you like them. I just like showing them off. Jenny and Ian went to Goodwill as well. They found a few items there. Hun, where did you get my shirt at?
What?
Where'd you get the shirt at?
Walmart.
Walmart? Okay. Jenny got me this shirt, says Explorer on it.
Your son picked it out.
Ian. No, I forgot to thank Ian for picking out my shirt for me. By the way, thank you for picking out this shirt. I like it.
I'm going back to my room.
Can I see I want to show off your new shirt you picked up today. He's been being my helper with the table and everything. When we do the rewatch the live, you can see how the table goes together and everything else. And I measured it with a new tape measure I picked up today. Okay, this is the shirt they picked up there as well.
Oh, let me rest.
And there, that's what Ian got, which is pretty cool. It happens to be in his size. Oh, yeah. I picked up an inverter for the truck. Never, for emergency situations like our power outage and everything else, though, it's always necessary. Jenny got a few minor things, but they're getting a little irate that I keep on talking to them because Jenny's trying to veg. She's in veg mode right now. I've had that happen too, Deb. Be well, JB. Thank you for coming. Talk to you soon, brother. So that was my Saturday finds. There's probably more that I haven't found out there yet that I haven't discussed because we have so much stuff we picked up and we kind of spread it out throughout the house as we were unpacking it because we had a lot of small stuff. I bet. Oh, definitely, Cecilia. I actually prefer the older tools. I used to have a really nice hand drill. That's actually what I used to make my rope bed initially, but I lost that years ago in a storage unit amongst a bunch of other tools that I used to have. Back when I first met Jenny, when Ian was just a baby. But I'm slowly getting my tools back. And every time I find a tool that I like, Ian finds out that he likes them too. Ian got a really nice fishing knife. That's a Liars floating fishing knife set. To dishonest fisherman on one side, honest fisherman on the other. For those people who didn't catch that. But we got some really cool finds for the price we paid. Yep, I can understand that too, Cecilia. Ian already has that fishing knife sharp as it can be. He does not like a dull tool in his collection. And he's got an actual, he's got a TV stand in there, but he's got all his knives just displayed out there. Let's see, I did see something over here that I was... That's not it. I don't know. I had it. Oh, we actually picked up something for Mac. It was not found at the flea market, but you can't see it. But I got him new batteries for his laser. He's playing on the had to play with Mac for a little bit, get him some exercise. Okay, that's cool. Like I said, Cecilia, as soon as I get done with this live stream, I will be ordering those 3 items that I showed off and get them mailed out to you. I'm ordering from Amazon, so I do not know what the timeline is. I will give you the code and everything that they do when when I send it. I've got another set of items I'm also ordered for another guy, so that's all you're taken care of. And I paid for my StreamYard bill. Had to do that one. They were hounding me on that one. I understand. I have lots of items that grew legs, and when I was a kid, for those people who don't know, I have an older brother that is not all right in the head. He's a drug addict, a thief, and that's just the easiest things I can call him. He tried to kill me once when he was living with me because my mom had asked me after she died, right before she died, that I should help take care of him. I tried that. But once he puts a knife to my throat, that's all I could do. I cannot do that anymore. So, a lot of my stuff walked when he was living with me. I can understand that, Cecilia. Sorry, playing with Mac. I tried, Cecilia, but when someone who says my life is not as important as his personal interests, that's enough for me. That's the last time I did anything for him, and I will ever do for him. When he put himself before me, and I'm the one who was helping him, nope, won't do that again. Oh, that's really cool, Cecilia. I don't know what you got, but maybe some of these days you could show them off. Back ass. Here. Back. Back. Love. Thought you might want to play with Mac. Oh, I bet. Oh, I didn't just walk away from him. I walked away from everybody. Even my favorite older sister. My older brother and my younger sister are not responsible. They like to live off others, and I got tired of being the person they went to. So I don't do that. Oh, wow. I didn't know that. Oh, well, if anybody's interested, I'm going to do this because I haven't done it yet. I apologize for not doing this sooner, especially since I just paid my bill. Maybe I can get some people up here and we can discuss maybe some finds you guys have found in your local areas, whether it be at a flea market, a garage sale, or in the attic of the house you're living in. Who knows? There's a few more items that I plan on picking up for, especially for around here for emergencies. I do plan on picking up some more oil lamps that I can hang on the wall. I'm going to put a couple. Give me a second here. On this window here, I'm going to put one up right here. Hey, Cecilia, coming up. There you go. Oh. Hey, Cecilia.
Hey, darling.
How you doing?
I'm okay. I tried doing camera on here actually through Facebook Messenger. I was on with Jenny, and you can ask her. It was a pretty bad picture. It's
it could be just that it was Facebook, though.
No, it's a 2013 laptop, so it's seen its better days, and with all the tabs that I open up in order to play everybody's videos, I think it's done a number on it.
Oh, I'm sure.
Foxy, how are you?
He's eating, looks like.
When is he not
My penis sucks. Call me Foxy.
The only time that I didn't see him eat was for your birthday live. Every other live that he's co-hosted with you, he is stuffing his face.
I'm not eating. I'm snacking on flaming hot Ruffles.
Okay. Did you see my table?
Yes, I did.
What did you think?
It's a table.
Yeah. But the thing is, it expands from it goes from that desk size to a 7-foot table.
That's a lot of inserts.
4.
That is a great table, Colin. But
thank you. The top flips over, so the top portion flips upside down to make it extend a little bit further. But it's a really good deal at $45.
It is, but it is a great table. Excellent.
Yep. But
the middle stand, I would suggest that you might have build maybe with 2x4s another bit of support, because the middle looks like if you put something heavy in it, it might crack the leg.
That was just the fact that we're still learning how to use it. It actually is fairly heavy duty on the leg. The leg is like that big. It just folds up and has a metal bracket that allows it to slide back and forth and lock in place. Ian actually discovered it when we were packing it up here, because we had to put it in the back of our SUV upside down, and it slid right in. So we'll do the test when we do our first big meal on it. But generally, it's not going to be that full size 7-foot for Jenny, Ian, and me. We're going to be doing it probably about a 4 or 5 foot table. So the support under the table is called a dead man. Okay. I did not know that, Grace. Thank you.
Oh, snap. I have
interesting term.
No chat on my side.
Oh, no.
Forgot to pop out the YouTube chat, so I have no idea what anybody's saying. I'm just like sitting here listening.
You see my pillow?
I saw your pillow. I saw Ian's sleeping bag. I saw the treasure chest, which was painted silver or gold.
It's
and
silver.
Flaking off.
It is. We're gonna be power washing it. Probably take it down to the car wash and just power wash the crap out of it. And that way,
it's not wood, because if you power wash that as wood, it's gonna eat.
It's plastic.
Oh no! Hit it with a power washer.
That way, then we're going to get
Oh,
Yeah.
stop it, Cliff.
then we're going to get the proper kind of spray paint for it and tape it off and make it look nice, and then make it look like a real treasure chest. And we're going to use it for making little grab bags for Halloween for the kids. That way, when they come up, we judge their, if they're just in it for the candy, and just just do the bare minimum costume, they get a little bag of candy. If they actually like tell a joke or anything like that, and their costume looks really cool, or they have an interesting design on their costume, or just little kids, they get better candy. If someone goes all out, we're going to get full size candy, and it doesn't matter how old the kid is. Even if it's a teenager, an adult, dressed up and saying they want to try trick or treating, that means they have heart in it, and that's all that matters.
Yeah, I don't think there should be an age limit for trick or treating.
I don't think so either. I mean, I think it's sad that people say, "Oh, you're too old to trick or treat." I go, Where's the age limit on there? Where's the disclaimer on that?
Yeah.
Colin,
It's just an unwritten rule.
No, I don't like that rule.
Colin, check
Yes.
around with your neighbors and see how many trick-or-treaters you have. You don't
Oh,
want to be short, but then you don't want to have too much left over.
no, that the problem, the good thing on that is that a lot of the candy we're going to be getting is stuff that we like ourselves.
I was going to say, they got a teenage boy. If there's any candy left, he's going to eat it.
I have a wife who loves chocolate.
Ooh.
So there you go.
One moment.
There is one thing I got Jenny. Actually, let me see if I can show it to you. I'm not sure if you can see it, but you will. Up on the mantle. Give me a second. Right there. You may not be able to see it very well. Is a root beer bottle had Bud's homemade root beer. Not anymore. And in it is a single rose. I got her a rose today.
Oh, very nice.
Yep. She wasn't expecting it. The thing is, I was trying to hide it when I went and picked it up, so she didn't know.
Did you see Deb's thing? Adult trick or treat, a mini bottle of booze.
No. I haven't seen that or heard about that.
No,
I'm having trouble hearing over the air conditioning, so please bear with me. And do we have the remote over on this side? Do we have the remote for the air conditioning over here?
What?
Is the remote for the air conditioning over here?
As far as I know, yes.
I have no clue where it's at. And one of the lovely books that I have got from Cliff. But still have to sit down and read the entire thing. Not just look through it, read it. That's how you learn things. Well, I'll be right back. I'm going to shut the air conditioner off because I'm having trouble hearing Cecilia. It's not your fault, Cecilia. It's just that
no, it could be me because my laptop is really old.
Oh no, you're coming through fine. I have tinnitus in both ears, and when I have background noise, it makes it hard for me to hear.
Debbie.
Okay,
Girl.
I'm good now. I can hear. Yay.
Apparently, we had brownies in the house, and I was not informed of this.
You had what?
Brownies.
Brownies?
Brownies.
I had brownies the other day.
I just ate a whole medium pizza. I'm snacking on these. I pretty much drank this thing, and now I'm going to eat 2 brownies.
I do need to re-top off my Pepsi, but we'll do that in a bit. But it was really cool that my finds today and Ian's World War I helmet, which is really cool. I got damaged by a gladiator helmet, like from the movie Gladiator, that Russell Crowe wore. Got cut on my foot. Let's see here. The self-inflating pillow, the car inverter, the tape measure, the table, Jenny's mixer. Ian's got a little multi-tool. It's got a flashlight and compass in it, which is pretty cool. The Liar's fishing knife. Well, the fishing knife. The ones my dad used to have one, which is just a little joke thing. It says dishonest fisherman on one side, honest on the other. I'm sure you've heard of those, Cliff.
I think I've seen one. I think my grandpa had one of those ages ago.
And it's got the two sheath. It looks like a ruler about that long. Let's see, what else do we pick up? Ian got a half-size anchor battery, brand new.
Nice.
It's like my old one, but but it's only 10,000 milliamps, and it's a really nice little, power bank. So that's good to have.
And don't forget your inverter.
I already mentioned the inverter. Let's see
what size was the inverter?
I'll show you. Okay, which side did I put it on? It's this one.
So 200.
The 200 watt. It's a good emergency setup just in case we need something like that. It's it's not for everyday use, but
the only thing that thing will be good for is a microwave in an absolute emergency, or one of those like hot griddles.
Well, we were thinking about something more like if we're out somewhere, we need to charge our laptops or something like that.
Yeah, that should run a laptop. Actually, check your laptop. It'll tell you on your charge plug.
Oh, it's down here.
On the actual plug itself, it'll tell you on the plug box what you need for amperage to charge it.
It says 19.5 volts, 100 to 220 volts at 50 to 60 megahertz. Yeah.
Okay,
And
Cliff, I didn't.
9.23 amps. So peak power is 400 watts. So that's not too bad. It's just a cheap one. It's not a very name
Yeah,
brand.
they're good for emergency uses. What a lot of people use those for is they'll get like LED strip lights.
Well, the thing is, we got right here.
Yeah.
But this is, like I said, this is an old one.
Yeah, see, you got a microwave on there, your laptop, and then some smaller appliances. You're not going to
It's
run
a
a lot.
Galaxy, is what it says, and it's got all the information right here.
Oh, there you go. 200 watt, 400 peak output, 90% charge rate, blah, 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 blah. Just make sure you have a spare fuse.
We have fuses, but I'm not sure if we have. Oh, yeah, we do.
You need a 30 amp fuse.
It's a 35 amp fuse is what's in here. So I can pick up some more of those. Full-size fuses, not the smaller
How many plugs it got? One or two?
Just one. But like I said, it's not going to be for everyday use. It's going to be for emergency purposes, especially if our power goes out or something like that, and we need to charge stuff we can't just plug into the lighter. This has the lighter plug-in, but this allows us to charge like a laptop or something like that, or Jenny's tablet.
Colin.
Yes.
Zachary has a sale on their power backup systems.
It's still $500.
I don't have that
it's
kind of money.
going for about 200 and change last time I looked.
Okay.
They have a sale. I tried to actually. They had a sale a while back, and I actually tried to buy the smaller unit. Unfortunately, when I did the checkout through Amazon, it said that they could not ship it here because it was hazardous material. Mind you, I went up to the higher one and I had no problem with the shipping. But with the smaller units, the cheaper units, I couldn't get. So I had to get the 500 rather than the 250.
Okay, I'm gonna have to do some research on that one.
Yeah.
Gotta love the shipping legislation that they got between us and Canada.
Grace, let me tell Ian. Ian.
That's Ian.
What do you think? Ian Ziering?
Yeah, no. The cheaper ones they wouldn't ship up here, but they shipped up the more expensive one. So I don't understand why I couldn't order the smaller
This
one.
was actually for you. Is a question for you. Grace's husband collects his military items. She said to be careful with your helmet in case it might be a knockoff. Okay.
That's what I'm afraid of. Because I can.
Come here. Could you get the helmet?
Because I. Really
Yeah, she said there's a lot of counterfeit gear.
Yeah.
So.
I noticed that.
Yeah, but didn't his have the markings, the numbers on it?
Yes, his has got some letters and numbers.
He's got letters and numbers. That's a batch, probably a batch lot. But if it's actually military, there'll be an SNS number on there, and it's usually about 18 digits long.
Well, this is from World War One, so they may not have done that long number.
Oh, they still would have had the SNS numbers on there.
Well, the numbers we can find are listed right here, and from what we can see using the flashlight you got. We found.
Run your fingers around the edge and see if you can find any more indentations. Because if there was a number carved into it, you could feel some indentations. So use the tips of your fingers. You should be able to.
Well, we only see one set of numbers, and it's like right here. That's the only numbers. Even with my light, I can't see anything else.
It's pretty dented and all get out.
And you can see where the right here.
That's not
where the liner was attached. It just looked like it deteriorated. And there's the top of the helmet.
I'm not sure if it's supposed to be copper.
Ian thinks it's copper, but I don't know.
No, because look, that's copper right there.
Well, it could be a copper rivet. We'd have to do some research. I might have to ask Grace's husband if he might have some advice. Ian prefers World War II, but he found this one, and he only paid $8 for it. So he's like he's not out a lot of money, but
Yeah.
he wants to restore it, even if it is a fake.
Well,
he wants to do reenacting and stuff like that.
No, I don't.
Well, if you want to drive a tank,
if
you want to do it, no. If you want to do World War II reenactments, that's the only way you're going to get it.
I'm not going to.
So no tank driving.
No.
Okay.
But yeah, my only suspicion is it shouldn't be a fake, because these are like rusted shut.
Well, I've got some. Look like it was spray painted. If you look in there.
Yeah, it's been spray painted, but actually make it look like it was.
I don't know. Even if it
could have been a protection paint for rust.
It could have been anything. It could have been a civil defense helmet too.
No, I scratched the paint on it, and it's not. It's
no, the silver part. It
yeah,
looks
I've scratched it underneath it. It's not.
Unless that's primer. Then
That's
I have
primer.
no idea. I don't know.
It's primer, Dad.
Yeah. He and I are.
I think the first time I saw that, I was thinking that was probably like Civil War era, because they still would have had those style of helmets even in the Civil War.
Ian, come here. I got an idea for that. Okay, for those people who do cosplay, this could be a Jay Garrick Flash helmet.
Yeah, could, but you gotta have the lightning fins.
Yeah, we could put the little things on there, and you'd be like Jay Garrick.
That's why it's a perfect good helmet.
Well, that's what he uses, and you know what he does with his helmet though?
What?
He uses it as a weapon.
He throws it like a damn frisbee.
Like Captain America does his shield, he throws that helmet, and it comes back to him.
The only reason why it comes back to him is it's because it's partically charged.
Most likely. But you got to admit, that'd be a freakingly cool idea for that. If someone played Jay Garrick. No. I think the fact that because he's part of the Speed Force, it protects him. He's got a little protective aura around it to keep it from denting.
Well, imagine when he made the movie. Imagine how dense it probably would have been.
Oh, the movies themselves have probably been, the behind the scenes stuff. But yeah, Ian got a new sleeping bag. We got a whole bunch of cool items. Yeah, my pillow. He likes my pillow. He tried it out. His new sleeping bag has a pillow built in. He's happy about that. He's doing a little happy dance over here. He won't let me show it to you. Hey, that was not for me. It was because Grace wanted to make sure you weren't getting scammed.
I knew it probably was, but
it didn't hurt to ask. Okay, well, tell Grace thank you.
No,
you didn't tell her.
You, Grace.
You heard him. He said thank you, Grace.
Oh, I think I ate too much.
I haven't really eaten much of anything really because
I ate a medium pizza.
Ian, we have ice cream.
No.
Oh.
Cliff, you must have a rock for a stomach with all the stuff.
Ian, could you grab my Pepsi for me?
I do. I have an
Please?
iron stomach. I can eat a
Please.
lot of stuff and it won't make me sick.
I'll give you $1.
Go make him a sandwich. Give you $1 to make me a sandwich.
No, he's not making me a sandwich. He's bringing me my Pepsi. I got a 2-liter in the fridge. I'm going to use it to refill this one.
Just don't give him $1 for that. Just make him do it.
I try, but the thing is, he's like me. He's very independent.
Colin,
Yes.
the 2-liter bottle, keep it after you finish it with it.
Oh, okay. I forgot about that one. I got a half one. I'll finish that one first.
I don't know where your 2-liter is.
It's in the bottom of the fridge. If you want to fill that up for me, I greatly
No.
I'll give you another $1.
3.
1.
All right.
So you got $2 now.
Ooh, big spender.
Actually, no. He actually owes Jenny some work in the dining room. He's going to help us finishing unpacking and everything. So he's going to help clean out the dining room for Jenny and get everything organized. That way, our house is actually looking like it's supposed to be lived in properly. And it turns out a lot of the furniture and stuff we're finding is actually the same era, I think.
That's funny.
It is. I think the table is from that era. Maybe the 50s. I don't know.
Yeah.
Oh, forgot to tell you. Jenny actually picked up, I picked this up for Jenny, but she got a cold brew coffee setup as well as
Steampunk.
a Pyrex.
Oh, nice. Coffee press.
Yep.
It looks steampunk.
Yeah. It does look steampunk, but it is Pyrex, which is a good brand. And I like the brass on it.
Yeah, that actually looks really nice.
See? Pyrex.
Let me go fill up your Pepsi.
It's pretty. It's got really good suction. But there you go. We also picked up some camping items. Picked up a Campfire Coffee Pot with a handle and everything else. The thing is, we didn't get that on purpose because we were actually looking at what some of the other items that were in the box that just came with it. We picked up some new camps plates, which we needed for VU and everything, and a new pot for that with a handle, and a pasta pot with a straining lid with the holes in it. We pour out.
Okay.
We figured that was more useful than anything else, but everything else just a bonus. We paid for the little items only $24 for everything,
Not bad.
including the walking stick, the inverter, my pillow, Ian's sleeping bag, and all the other stuff. $24. The only 2 big items were $45 each, which was her KitchenAid mixer, which is usually a couple $100 or more.
Depends on the style and size you get, yeah.
I took pictures.
Yeah, $200 yours. Converted into Canadian, it's more like $500.
Yeah, very expensive.
And that's if you get it on Facebook Marketplace. If you buy it straight, it's more like
Okay, so it's just a standard one.
$800.
Yeah, well, the thing is, it actually, I know you can't really see it, but it says Harley Davidson on the side. Oh, you filled it up? Oh, thank you. Here, and you can have this one.
No, I want that one. You keep that one.
We'll put it back in the fridge.
Yours is backup.
Thank you. Got a 2-liter so I can fill this one up.
I got a fishing knife.
And as I was saying, your 2-liter bottle, keep it. You can create a mini greenhouse with it.
I've seen people do that. We actually prefer using something a little bit different, but along the same lines. Okay, give me a second. Right there is one of those jugs you use for like water coolers. We use them for water when we're out camping because we go to a place we refill water for free and just keep on reusing it for our encampment. You could use those for terrariums, you name it.
Nah, I'd keep it as a water bottle.
I like using these things. That's like 3 gallons, give or take. About 2.5 gallons, 3 gallons. Well,
And you must have a lot of those.
I was showing off
We'll
one of the
do
items you
those,
found
what,
at the flea market.
one every 2 weeks.
No, the other flea market.
no, it depends on how often I feel like I want to
I
snack
showed
on
it
cheese
on my
puffs.
stream because I tell them about the stuff you find all the time. Okay, 1 whack for you, 2 for me.
Even.
But I got to hit you once, as hard as I can. Who
Ooh.
wins?
Oh,
Who wins, Ian?
nobody.
Nobody. Exactly.
Because you probably both be in.
You got to, if you're gonna do it, you got to do it like this. You got to spread that bear paw out and just right across the back.
Oh, the thing is, he's holding up his military shovel that I showed off a few weeks ago.
The one with the spike.
The one with the spike on the back for a trenching tool. The one with a wooden handle, not the folding piece of junk that they usually have out there.
The good stuff.
Yep. But Ian is actually getting really good at finding stuff too. So
I had a chance to grab some military gear sleeping bags, but they're just destroyed.
yeah.
He's
But
taking after his old man.
yes, he is. He likes to find. It's like the thrill of the hunt.
No, I just want one that if it gets destroyed, I'm good. As long as it's sharp and point.
He likes knives. And flea markets are more likely he'll allow him to buy stuff than most places.
Yeah, flea markets don't give a crud if you're underage. They just sell it because they're there.
Ian has actually found some military hatchets before in the sheath and everything else. And he talked a guy down from $15 down to $9 for a military hatchet in the sheath. So I had nothing to do with it. He spent his own money on it.
Well, you guys have all those flea markets down there. Up here, especially in the city, there is nothing.
I'm sorry.
You get the odd yard sale. And because of the fourth wave, nothing is being done. Nobody's doing diddly squat.
I'm sorry, Cecilia.
Because the church around me, St. Helens, they usually have 2 sales, one during the summer and one during the fall. That's where I picked up my what is it? Those candle holders, but they're like floor models. I picked up a couple of those.
That's pretty good.
Really, really cheap. One is not the greatest. I think under the weight, it's not something that's going to last. But right now, it's more decorative.
Right.
But I picked up 6 wine glasses for $6, which up here doesn't seem like a lot. It might seem like a lot to you guys, but up here it's pretty cheap.
Oh no, that sounds really cheap. I mean, remember I work
Cheap,
in the
man.
wine
That sounds almost free. You buy wine glasses down in the States, they're like anywhere between $3 and $7 to $12 a piece.
Exactly.
Really? You
Yeah.
guys
Oh,
are
yeah.
usually much cheaper, especially I watch a lot of people who go around to yard sales. It's like 25 cents, 35 cents. I'm lucky if I can find anything under $1. It's usually
I haven't been to a regular yard sale for a while. I've been going to flea markets and new places and everything. We just happened to spot this one yesterday. That's one reason we got there yesterday. Today, we actually planned on coming here to this one. But generally, if we get lucky, we find some really cool items at yard sales. But it's hard sometimes. We the last really big find we got was Jenny's chair for $10. But in addition, it came with this lamp for free. So there you go.
Buy a chair, get a lamp for free.
And it's it's what's really cool about it. It's it's one of those adjustable. You lower it down. The reason it's so bright because I have an LED bulb in it.
Again, the stuff, okay, except for maybe the odd thing, you guys can get stuff like for peanuts, the same ways you guys have Aldi's, where you're picking up a can for 25 cents or 35 cents.
I understand.
Up here, I'm lucky if I can find a can for 99 cents.
Right.
They're like, even the small cans of tuna are like $1.25.
Right.
Where I've seen people buying them for 55 cents. There's a couple of channels that I watch, and they do the Aldi's chip. It's like, God.
Well, here's the
Spend
thing with
the
that,
money.
though.
You can buy all that stuff for me, because here it's like 4 or 5 times the price.
I'm not an Aldi's fan, to be honest. I don't like the quality of their food that they offer, especially the meat. We don't shop in one place generally ourselves. We get our fresh meat out of Meat Counter at Fairway. We buy our small canned goods at Walmart, and we buy other things at Hy-Vee. But we don't, because not every place has quality items. But they do some things they do better than others. But Fairway is where we usually go to, not Aldi's.
Well, I was gonna say, when it comes to pricing on a lot of that stuff, it depends on the brands you buy. So yeah, you'll be watching videos of people buying cheaper brands that are 55 cents or lower than that, but they're like the off-brand knockoffs that still make the same product. It's just bagged by a different company. So it's all label. Depending on the label that is on the can, that's what your price point's going to be.
I don't care about knockoffs. Wherever possible, wherever I go shopping. No, it's called a place called No Frills, and they have like their.
I've heard of No Frills.
I will go into Walmart. I don't care about the name brand. Name brand has come and gone for me. Now I'll get the store brand. If it's something that I'll get, I don't care if it's a knockoff.
I usually get Great Value, Walmart brand stuff.
Here's the funny part about Great Value. It's actually still made by Sara Lee Company. It's just
you used to work for them, though, right?
Yes, I did. So I know all of this stuff about the product placement. It literally, the bag, it's the exact same product as the not the Roman meal hot dog buns, but like your standard white hot dog buns that are usually sitting directly next to the Walmart brand. They're the exact same hot dog buns.
That's good to know.
This literally the exact same product. The only difference is the bag that they stick it in. One bag is going to be $1 less than the other bag because the other bag is a brand name.
Thank you,
and
Cliff.
Walmart,
that's good
Walmart, your Walmart stuff is going to be your off-brand name, but it's basically bagged for those specific locations.
Right.
So same with the Albertsons ones. You'll find Albertsons hot dog buns. It's the exact same thing as the Walmart brand, but you're not going to find Walmart brand in Albertsons. You're not going to find the Albertsons brand in the Walmart.
Nope, sorry, wrong one. I'm going to show this one. It's okay, Jeff. I understand. Be well, Jeff. Thank you for coming.
Welcome back, Jeff.
He's only back for a temporary. He's got a call from his son-in-law. So
family issues. Why am I always so tired? I hate this. Running out of sunlight. I'm getting tired now.
You need a
it's all the junk food. It's all the junk food.
No, I burn through a lot of energy on a daily basis, like a lot. I've got more energy than most teenagers do.
Did you do any deliveries today?
One.
Yeah.
That's how slow we were.
Just to get out of the place for a while.
It was just one delivery is all I had. Everything else. Then my boss had to go, so I had to stay in store and send our dough person on deliveries until our driver showed up.
Again, junk food, junk food, junk food. I would love to see you eat a proper meal that doesn't have sugar or crap in it.
I did. I had a pizza.
Again, junk food. Pizza every once in a while is fine. Having it 2 or 3 times a week is not really nutritious.
Well,
so
he does work in a pizza places where his food's going to be coming from.
But he has a garden. Look at his garden. It's flourishing. The meals that he can make from what he gets out of his garden.
He does make meals out of that. He's actually shown that.
Well, not enough.
First off, I don't eat tomatoes. I cannot eat whole tomatoes because it's like eating a giant booger. No, thank you.
That's your thing. Jenny's the same way with stewed tomatoes.
Tomato sauce. Salsa.
Ketchup. Make your own ketchup.
I have like 2 pounds of tomato sauce. I have so many freaking tomatoes on my stupid plant. Won't stop making them.
Chili.
I got to have chili peppers for that if I'm going to make chili.
I thought you had some.
Yeah, I'm waiting for them to actually ripen. They're on the plant. I have like 4 of them, And I'm not sure if they're jalapenos or habanero, or not. They're habaneros, I think. I just don't know what variety. And I won't know if they're habaneros until they start changing colors. Right now, they're green. They look just like the plant. You can barely even see them on there when you're looking at them.
Right.
Okay. Cliff, can it. Freeze it. Process it.
I've done that with most of that stuff.
But remember, he's not the only one eating it. He's got his family eating it too.
Again, lot of produce. You should be eating a little bit more healthier. Keep up your energy.
I eat like once a day. I got more energy than most teenagers.
Yeah, right.
Actually, this is the first time I've actually seen him run down.
Yeah, I'm proud just because normally I'm outside, still working outside in the yard. But due to the lack of sunlight, I've started losing hours of time for daylight because normally I'm at work at 9:30 in the morning and I'm outside until 9:30 at night.
Daylight savings time is coming up.
Yeah, they need to just get rid of that. The government just needs to give it the boot and get rid of it because it doesn't benefit anybody anymore.
Nope.
We've probably lost 2/3 of our farmland over the last 5 to 10 years. It benefits nobody having daylight savings time. Arizona doesn't have it. Hawaii doesn't have it. I don't even think Canada even looked at daylight savings time.
Nope.
We have daylight savings time.
Oh.
Yeah, you guys need to get rid of it too.
Oh, man.
Or Cliff, do what I did. I just got my thing that I ordered through Amazon. I went on an Amazon kick. 100 feet of lights for outside so that I can work outside because up here, 4 o'clock, it's already starting to get dark.
Yeah, 4 o'clock, I'm still at work.
Okay, lycopene. What? I'm not sure what that word is. What is anybody what does that say?
Lycopene, the lycopines?
What are those?
Nutrients, probably.
It's the nutrients in the tomatoes.
Oh, okay. I did not know the word, so I was like, I'm confused. I'm still trying to get something to come off mine. They haven't started doing anything yet, other than the buds that came up the other day.
Yeah, your plant started late.
I went over to my tomato plants because, unfortunately, I've got a construction crew that climbs over the fence and has been helping themselves to my garden. But I had, what is it called? Some runners off my tomato plants. And I took them out and put them in water. And you know what? I've got buds on the runners.
Well, that's cool.
Yeah, tomatoes
are only in water. I'm trying to root them in order to get my free tomatoes from those.
I actually have a flower question for you if you guys know the answer to it. I know there's a way to get roses to grow roots, cut roses. I can't remember how.
You have to wait for I believe it's the rose hip. Usually when the flower dies, it'll be that little fat little bulb that's at the end of the flower stalk. When the actual leaves fall off, that's what you can actually get them to grow from. Those are actually the seeds.
I'm sorry.
You're supposed to cut it by one of the nibs or something.
Colin, you can get a regular flower. What you will have to do is cut it at an angle, get some rooting hormone, whatever you prefer.
I've never used one, so I don't have a
Put
preference.
it in rooting hormone, then get an old potato, cut the potato, stuff it in the potato. Okay. Then what you have to do is cut the head of the flower head, and cut away at the leaves.
Okay.
And then just cover it up with a, like I said, the 2-liter bottle. Cover it up, make it as a mini greenhouse.
I'm trying to get that.
What?
They said we need a potato in order to get your rose to grow.
Huh?
Or
the rose stem.
We got the rose stem. It's right there.
Or what I did with one of my other plants is I have some rooting hormone. I put it in a big vase, put the rooting hormone, and then put the water, and it grew roots. Actually, I did it with my spider plant.
Okay.
I had a couple pieces that broke off that had no roots whatsoever. So I just took the little piece of stem that was still stuck on it, and I rubbed it with rooting hormone, and then I put a little bit of water and put it in the water, and it's got like roots galore. I just got to now repot it.
Actually, you can't really kill a spider plant. Those things they are prolific and they are aggressive.
No, you can kill them, especially in cold weather. Remember, I'm up in the deep white north. Here, it's a little harder. The same way as with my aloe plant. It got a bit of a chill because we had a bit of a cold, and quite a few of the leaves decided to up and die on me.
Okay, I will try the potato method because it's just easier for me to grab a bag of potatoes for the house anyway. Because we love those things.
Use an old potato. It doesn't have to be a fresh. You can use an old one that.
Well, we don't have any at the moment. We're out of potatoes. Otherwise, we would. I'm just going to pick up a bag of russet potatoes because I'm thinking about making some Irish stew sometime soon.
Or try it like I did with the spider plant. I had a vase and I just put the rooting hormone on it and put some water down at the bottom and let it go.
Oh, okay. Thank you. Cliff, you just reminded me of something else that Ian picked up.
How? I didn't even do anything. I'm just drinking water, like my drink.
Okay. For one, you're drinking out of a jar, which made me think you were drinking whiskey, which reminded me of what actually Ian picked up.
He got himself a flask.
A camouflage flask, brand new in the box, never been opened. And he picked
up an empty box.
He got a quarter. He paid a quarter for it.
So he paid a quarter for an empty box.
No, he's got the flask in it and everything, brand new, never been opened.
Was the flask camouflaged?
Yeah.
So he bought himself a 25-cent box.
I
was wondering how long it was going to take you to get that.
Oh, yeah. But the thing is, he since he's too young to have alcohol in it, so I'm going to pick him up some pear nectar to put in there because he loves pears just like I do.
I was going to say on the rose thingy, if you're going to do a rose stem, when you cut it at the angle you need to, it's like a 45-degree angle, cut it underwater. If you do not cut it underwater, when you snip it off, you're going to get a dry spot, aka an air bubble in there, and no matter what you do, it will not grow. It will just die on you.
Okay, when you cut it, do you cut it like at this angle?
You can cut it. You can cut that thing this way or this way. It's not going to matter.
Okay.
As long as you have that 45-degree angle, whatever way is easier for you to cut it, just make sure when you snip the part off that you need to cut off, snip it underwater. That way the stem stays wet. Leave it in there until you are ready to put, like Cecilia said, your root starter or root growth hormone. And then when that stuff is ready, you can dip it in there or put it on there and then put it in the water you need to.
What if I put it in the...
Night, Howie. Take care.
Night, Howie. Thank you for coming. What about what Deb said about the potato thing?
Yeah, you can do it in the potato too. You just, as long as you got that root hormone on there, you can just stick it right in there. What if I don't have
the root hormone? Could I just use an old potato?
Should be able to. It should start right on. It should start. You can also use a banana too if you want.
I've heard of the banana thing, but I wasn't sure about the banana thing. They don't last very long.
Yes, honey. I haven't personally not done it, but I've seen videos where they've used raw honey in place of a rooting hormone.
I heard of raw honey working too. We have some. We always have honey on hand.
Okay. And then I saw another video. I didn't try it, but if you have an aloe plant.
Yes, we do.
Cut the tip of the aloe plant and shove it in the aloe plant.
Yeah, I don't think Jenny would be too happy about Colin snipping off a section of her aloe plant.
No. Because
she'd probably smack him with the pot.
Our aloe plant has been through hell, but it's still alive, which is really good. I mean, it got down to one little baby stem left because during when we were stuck in the hotel, but it survived and it's starting to grow back. Like she'd kill me if I tried to do something like that right now. So I think a potato would probably be the cheapest, most convenient method. I don't know. Maybe we should get a baking potato for that one, just because it's a big one.
Just get just like a standard, like normal sized, either russet or gold.
I've never really used gold much. I do like using baby reds for them when I do my Irish stew, but that's
but see
that's a little small. I was thinking about
that's way too small. You're not going to get enough nutrients out of the potato to actually get that thing to go. It'll start, and by the time it starts, your potato's going to be used up and gone.
Deb says to also use cinnamon.
Nah, cinnamon usually you put that on soil to keep bugs off of it.
Okay.
Also, Colin, depending on how big your rose is, you might be able to get a couple of cuttings and get a couple of plants.
Well, let me go get it for you. I can show you what I got her.
It's a little one. It's not that big if he can grab it.
Well, it's a single rose. There's nothing fancy about it, except the sentiment behind it. It's this one.
Okay, does it go all the way down to the bottle? Okay, you can get at least 2 cuttings out of there.
Yeah.
At least 2 cuttings.
Yeah, this is as far as it goes down into the bottle. It's a small bottle.
You can get 2 cuttings out of it. But just remember what side is the bottom and what side is the top.
Okay, so this would be cut the top off?
Yeah.
No. Yes. No, I would say no. I would just cut from the bottom where it's in the water.
No, because you cut the top off, because if you leave the top on, it's going to still try to keep it alive, and it'll take away from making the roots. And you want to concentrate on the roots.
Roses. You got to stop and smell the roses every day, people.
No, you want to cut off the top. Every single video that I've ever seen, they've always cut off the top, because
what about
you don't want to take the energy from the stem going up to the flower. And yes, you cut off the branches, the leaves.
Okay, so just no branches, no leaves, no top.
No.
Okay.
It's just the stalk.
Just put it in the potato. Cut it at 45 underwater. Stick it in a potato.
No, your rooting hormone, either being raw honey or it being aloe or cinnamon or willow juice.
I don't have any willows nearby. I'm sorry to say.
Okay, so use your raw honey and stick it in the potato.
So I dip it in the honey and then stick it in the potato?
Yes.
Okay.
And from that plant being as big as it looks like, you can get 2 cuttings. So you can get 2 rose bushes from it.
I don't know if well, she's not going to answer me right now because she's like being anti.
But you'll have to create a mini greenhouse around it for it to take really good effect. That's why I'm saying keep your 2-liter bottle, cut off the bottom, okay, and cover your potato with it.
Okay.
Because you want to create the perfect environment for it.
Some kind. Yeah. I'm familiar with the concept. We're just going to try it, see what we can do. I mean, if it works, awesome. If it doesn't work, I learned something. I'm going to put it back where she had it. We're going to try to grow more plants out on the porch over the wintertime.
You experiment. Like gardening is an experiment sometimes. Sometimes things work, sometimes they don't. But at least you try.
Yeah. Unless you're in my garden, you plant things and everything seems to work somehow.
Or you're in my garden and it's either the animals take it or the neighbors take it.
You know the easiest way to keep them from taking your tomatoes is spray some really, really hot capsaicin powder on your tomatoes, so when they bite into it, they basically just start burning.
Oh.
Oh no, the animals don't get it at the tomatoes or the hot peppers.
To be 4 inches long.
The humans.
Okay. That's the length.
Yes, exactly. They'll get that on there, and they won't touch those anymore because they'll be like dying because it's too hot.
I've heard people crossbreeding tomatoes. with pepper plants.
You can. It's not easy, but you can do it. I hate when that randomly does that.
Wait, Clef?
I didn't do it.
Turkey.
So I don't even want to eat no more right now.
Last thing I had was lunch. I'm kind of hungry. Sorry for eating, folks, with my mouth open.
It's your live stream. You can do whatever you want. If you want to wear a bra on here, that's your business.
Cliff, no thank you. I don't want to see a guy in a bra. Sorry. I don't even want to see a woman in a bra. Thank you.
Would you be okay with a guy in a kilt?
Sure, no problem.
Okay.
I have no problems with kilts.
I love kilts. I love my kilt when it fit. I got to get a new one.
Actually, Sean in Alaska does mostly everything lately in his kilt.
Kilts are so freaking comfortable. Most guys don't know what they're missing.
You just got to remember, if you're going to be taping, that you better have something covering certain areas.
Okay. What people don't realize, there's 3 proper ways of wearing a kilt. Does everybody know what they are?
Yeah. Not on the floor. That's the wrong way to wear a kilt.
I've seen Highlander.
Highlander.
You're probably talking about the Mel Gibson movie, too.
Oh, yeah. That's when he lays on the floor.
Braveheart. But there's actually 3 terms that most people don't probably heard of, but didn't realize what they meant. Excuse me. Let me.
She's just gonna have to tell us. My brain is just toast right now.
Okay, there's 3 ways. First one is traditional. Traditional is the way you think it is. Nothing under the kilt. Second is called regimental. You probably heard the term, didn't understand what it meant. Regimental is what the Scots used when going into battle. Basically, the term means strap it to your leg where it doesn't flop around. So wearing a jockstrap or whatever it is counts. It's that particular setup. The third is English. English means you wear underwear under there. And that's the 3 ways. And that's the 3 terms. For those people who did not know.
Basically, commando, tape it to your leg, and underwear.
Exactly.
Hi, Matt.
Hey, Matt, thanks for coming. Just as we were doing, explaining what Scotsmen wear under their kilts.
Yeah, but you don't want to go commando on when you're doing something in the garden. When you bend over, you're exposing yourself.
You'd be surprised. Those kilts are not as short as people think they are either. Those things are actually pretty long.
Below the knee. Any more than you're lying. At least that's the joke, anyway. But
bad calling.
Again, there are different types of kilts. There are ones that are made that you put on, and then there's the kilts that you wrap around yourself and tie it up.
I wore and owned both. The Great Kilt, 9 yards of material. I actually had mine for like 7.5 yards. It took me about 20 minutes to properly pleat and fold and then belt. Very comfortable still. Wore them a lot. Still wear a kilt. You know, I wore a kilt this week, this last, at the rendezvous. It's just one of those things. I mean, you find a good kilt is really comfortable. Though there was a few guys who were just showing up just to look around that were wearing the modern utility kilts, as they're called nowadays, with all the pockets, and it looked like a cargo pants, but a kilt version.
Carpenter's cargo pants for a kilt.
Yeah, pretty much.
So kilt painters pants.
I don't know. They're called utility kilts. So,
but I thought the whole point of those was you had like the little leather pouches, all like you literally like all the way around, and you'd have those like little U-shaped like leather pouches that were just strapped to the belt.
The cold sporins.
Oh, sorry, folks. Got the hiccups. That's a really bright carabiner.
Have a drink of water.
That's just one hiccup. If I drink any more right now, I'm going to explode. Ooh, that apple pie looked good. And I'm not a fan of apple pie.
You're not a fan of apple pie?
I can eat apples, but I do not like apple pie. I don't know what it is. The texture of knowing that the fruit you're eating is supposed to be crunchy, making it soft and squishy, just does not sit right with me.
Yeah, but it's got the cinnamon and the nutmeg. It's like
you can get cinnamon and nutmeg and just like cut your apple into slices and put it on there and eat it that way. You still get the taste just without the sogginess.
Then it's not done right if it's that soggy. Apple pie does have a bit of a crunch depending on how you cook it. Again,
yeah, the crust is the only thing crunchy.
Yeah, well, we're having our Canadian Thanksgiving up here. Baking is not really my forte, even though I'm experimenting. I've got an apple pie ready for Monday.
Yeah, I'm not an apple pie, but I've never really liked apple pie.
Well, you don't like apple pie. I don't care for pumpkin pie. Anytime that we did Thanksgiving and Christmas up here when I had the kids, my youngest daughter loved pumpkin pie. So I would get pumpkin pie and she would enjoy it. For me, nah. If I'm having like a cooked pumpkin, okay, to a certain extent, but not pumpkin pie.
Yeah, I'm okay with pumpkin pie. I just don't eat it as often as I used to. I used to get my mom would make one, like a couple of them during the holidays for like Thanksgiving and Christmas, and I would literally get my own pie and I would eat my own entire 12-inch pie of pumpkin pie, and that would be my pie. And I pretty much just all but like completely stopped eating. I rarely eat pumpkin pie nowadays. I can still eat it. One of those things you kind of grow out of eating after a while. You just kind of get tired of eating it. But I will devour a key lime pie, lemon meringue pie, cheesecake, freaking pecan pie. You get one of those in front of me and you better not touch it because you're going to get stabbed with a fork.
Okay, well, I got a pecan pie and I've been having little slivers of it. I still have a quarter of it. You're welcome to it.
By the time it gets to me, it ain't going to be pecan pie. It's going to be pecan slush.
True. No, I got apple pie and I got pecan pie, but I'm saving the apple for Monday. But I've been having a little bit of the pecan pie.
I don't do cherry pie either. I can eat cherries normally, but I can only eat like a few of them. Because I don't know. There's something about, I don't know. It's like the texture, not really the texture, but I can only eat like a handful of like cherries and then I'm done eating cherries.
Not cherry pie, but cherry cheesecake. Yes.
Also peach cobbler, because it's technically a pie too, but
no. Cherry cheesecake, yes. Because you got a lot of cheesecake and you just got a little bit of cherries and sauce on top.
Yeah. It's the like cherry hollandaise sauce. Yeah, because usually you get a slice of cheesecake, you get like the one or two cherries, and then you get like the drizzle over the top of it. I also like to eat my cheesecake with chocolate sauce. Ooh, chocolate sauce. Chocolate and caramel.
No, I like my cheesecake frozen, which is weird, but it's like having ice cream.
Well, since you're up in Canada, why don't you try cheesecake with some maple syrup?
Nah, way too sweet. I like certain things sweet. Some things I just don't want sweet. Maple syrup on pancakes, great. On anything else, maybe some French toast, maybe, but no.
How about some chicken and waffles?
Never had chicken and waffles.
I only mentioned it because when I was in Steve's live, they were talking about chicken and waffles right when I popped in, and I'm like, "Ooh, chicken and waffles! I haven't had that in a long while."
Well, I come from a European background. Okay, a lot of the food is not our standard fare, so.
It sounded like Ian's got to do something he doesn't want to do. Do it anyway, Ian.
Do it for Daddy.
He saw a picture of himself from his school pictures.
So that would explain the whole grunting thing. I heard that all the way over here.
Right?
What was that?
Ian saw his last school picture and he's like, burn it! We're trying to find his sporin.
It got misplaced again.
Story of my life.
Misplacing things?
Excuse me. Okay, Cliff, I think my water bottle is as big as yours. And I'm down to the end.
I forgot.
This thing's like 64 ounces.
Yeah, mine looks like I bought it. It looks like a huge mason jar, but with a handle.
Actually, let me do the conversion. Let me see what the ounces on it. I'm pretty sure it's about 64 ounces.
Yeah, mine is almost as big.
No,
Mine is.
I can't find it, folks.
Mine
I
is
tried.
in the shape of a
I'll
mason
show it some
jar.
other time. But the little table that Ian picked up is something called Trickology. It's a little rolled up folding table that you could use it as a camp table.
I was right. It is about 64 ounces.
Oh crap! What happened?
It went over there. It's on that side next to the thing.
No, my window is not. It's way too big. There we go. That'd be it.
No, sorry, I had a coffee fit, so I had to shut it off.
Okay. Let's see here.
2 quarts is 624 ounces, huh? Right. Oh no, there's an actual label on the bottom of my bottle right here. It actually tells me it says what the volume is, but it's in milliliters. So I had to convert 1900 milliliters to freaking ounces, but I was right. It is about 64 ounces.
Well, this is what's mine similar to.
Yeah, see, belt pouch. And you usually have, like most Scotsmen's, they'll have like 4 of those things.
Nope, 1.
Really? I've seen them with a ton of. I've seen some with like 3 or 4.
No, the guys I've seen have only had 1, and it's centrally located.
Yeah,
It's
a
their
good
cod piece.
sporin, if you have the right kind, can typically the rule of thumb is 4 cans of beer.
Jesus.
That's what it's. Or your battle kitten.
I was gonna say because that would normally be where you would put like your flintlock, your flints, your gunpowder.
No, you
your
can
extra
still carry a flintlock
rounds.
on your side. That's a different, or in your belt, but not necessarily in your sporin.
No, but that's where you would keep like your ammo and stuff because it would be easily accessible.
That's a separate pouch, actually, and that's where you keep your balls and your powder. And if it's a flintlock or cap, depending on which kind of it is. But
I would do flintlock, but man, finding all that flint has got to suck butt.
One good piece of flint will last you a long time, actually.
I was told one time they use that just so that in the wind it didn't flap open.
It's a possibility. But that's what kilt pins are for, too. And I actually have 3 kilt pins, including
I was
one.
gonna say, can't you technically, if you're really concerned about your kilt flipping up, can't you just take the center back and like just pin it with the center front, kind of make it like pants.
I've never seen it, but I wouldn't want to do it, especially if you in a hurry you had to go to the bathroom.
You just pull it to the side.
You can't do that if you have it pinned.
All you're doing is just basically pinning the hem. It's like you grab like this end of your shirt and you just like pin it to the other side. So you have like it's just pinned together, but you still have like the two flaps.
I've been doing reenacting for at least 2 decades, so I've never heard of it.
But then again, it's wool. If you're using like full 9 yards or 7 yards, that thing ain't gonna flip up in the wind anyway.
No, a good, decent weight wool, while expensive, is very comfortable and it'll keep you warm even if it gets wet.
No, that stuff sheds water at a certain angle.
Yeah, depending on the lanolin that's in the wool itself, possibly. There is a guy on YouTube, Faba Fendozi, I think his name is the name he goes by. And he does a lot of survival stuff based on 17th century Scottish gear, which includes a full kilt and survival in a kilt and all this stuff that goes with it. He's made his own longbow.
Full on blanket right there, to be honest. I mean, you're sleeping in your skivvies or you're sleeping commando, but you're under like 3 layers of wool. Because what, 7 yards, 9 yards is what, 21 feet?
Yeah, it's Fandabi Dozy is the name of the.
I think I've run across him once or twice.
It's actually got some really good gear. I will post his link because I actually like what he does. He didn't start out doing this. He just did with some friends, and he normally was just a regular, college student who started getting interested in his ancestors and how they survived, and this is what came of it, and it took off. There's his channel, and just like the other one I was talking about the other night, the 2 cousins. Here's one of the Great Kilt, the ultimate survival blanket.
Yeah, so a 9-yard kilt is 27 feet. That's a lot of freaking wool. You can basically turn yourself into a freaking wool burrito.
He actually shows he made in all his different videos. He actually made a tent out of it.
Oh yeah, I mean you got 27 feet of material to work with.
Mm-hmm.
All you would really need is you would need a center ridge pole and 4 guy lines. You start one corner at the top, and then you just spiral that thing all the way down to the bottom. And you can basically make a teepee with it.
Right.
And that sucker's gonna. I stand corrected. You have to start at the bottom and work your way up, because if you do it the other way around, the water's going to collect on the seams and it's going to drip through.
Right.
So you have to start from the bottom and go all the way up.
Like an ice cream cone.
Yeah. A reverse ice cream cone.
A waffle cone.
Yeah.
But he talks about all the gear that he's actually had to make himself, because he could not find someone to make it for him, so he learned to make it himself. And one of the videos he does is the belted plaid great kilt, multi-purpose outdoor garment, which is kind of cool.
Yeah, that would just be too much. I'd be thinking, man, be like, that's 20, almost 30 feet of wool. I'd be roasting in that. Personally, I'd be dying.
Well,
open or not, man.
It's also about climate too. Remember, he is in a Scottish climate. The temperature is usually about 20 degrees cooler there than even where I'm at. And you're even a little bit higher than that for me.
God, I would, dude, I don't even think I'd be able to wear a 5-yard kilt without dying.
It depends.
I'd have to wear it in the dead of winter, because ain't no way in hell I'm wearing that in summertime. I'd be sweating. Dude, I'd have dangleberry sweat going everywhere.
It actually breathes a lot better than you think it does.
It can breathe all it wants, but when it's 95 to 105 degrees, you gonna be
remember,
dying regardless.
it's all about where you're at. I mean, he's in a Scottish climate.
Yeah, it's a lot windier and a lot cooler.
Actually, in the Northwest, like or Washington, Oregon area, kilts would be the climate would be comparable to the Scottish Highlands.
I'd like to see somebody walk around in the middle of Alaska with a kilt on.
They do.
The Eskimos would be laughing at them.
No, there's people who do. They're on YouTube.
That's crazy. That is crazy.
But you should really check out Ndabi Dozie. He's a really good guy, and he explains all the inner things about.
Yeah, the names. I'm tired. Yeah, the name sounds familiar. Like I think I ran across him like years ago when I was first getting into YouTube and looking at survival stuff. Cecilia's either having another coughing fit or
okay.
Something.
There's one person you should know who wears a kilt in Alaska all the time. And
Sean?
You know him. Sean in Alaska. He does all his stuff in a kilt.
Yeah, I wonder if he uses a traditional or like how many yards he's using.
Actually, I'll show you I'll do the link for his.
I should ask him.
Here's the one for him felling trees in his kilt.
God, I'd like to get more than. I'd like 3 days off just so I can like recuperate.
Oh, I was not happy today at work.
Ran out of Pepsi?
No. First of all, I didn't get a chance to get a break today. Usually halfway through we're supposed to have a half an hour break. Didn't get it. Second of all the management people left an hour and a half early before everybody else.
Ooh, lazy bums.
3. We were the terms of us being there on a Saturday was we're supposed to be getting ready for inventory. We were done halfway through, half to 3/4 of the way through, of all the stuff we needed for inventory. Then they had us pulling orders for something going out on Monday, which is not inventory related. Then they left.
Yeah, because that just screws up inventory because then you have your orders sitting out, but you're losing your inventory because it's in your order.
No, what I mean was when we talk about getting ready for orders, make sure all the trucks that came in, all that stuff is put away. We did that. The receiving floor was cleared an hour and a half before we were supposed to be there. Be out of there by noon. Yet we could not leave because they wanted an order for Monday for a driver that doesn't normally work Mondays to get his stuff pulled for him before he could be out of there by 5 in the morning. And it's not our job to pull that. That's night crew.
Yeah, they can't make you do it. They just leave.
They did.
Colin, haven't you been doing a lot of stuff for the night crew lately?
Always, because they don't do their jobs. But I have to, do what I got to do. So they actually pulled everybody off of putting stuff away for inventory to pull orders instead of doing their, just doing what we were actually mandatory being there for. They actually have a note on the door on the near the where we clock in says mandatory Saturdays for inventory.
Do you guys not have some sort of union or union rep there?
Nope. The whole point of that being there on Saturdays is for inventory only, not for pulling orders, which doesn't make sense. And then they get to leave early when we don't.
Yeah, next time what you do is you take a picture of that and you send it to your boss and say, I'm going home.
Well, the thing is, I'm going to just, because Jenny and Ian has been coming in with me because we have been doing stuff. I'm going to just tell them they're coming to pick me up, and they're my ride. So they're going to have to deal with that. If our stuff's done, our stuff's done.
Yeah, it ain't your job to do night shift job.
Nope. But I'm done complaining about that. That was my pet peeve for the day. I don't normally get mad at work, but today I did.
I get mad at work all the time. I deal with
after I left
stupid people.
Huh?
I said I get mad at work all the time. I wish half the time I could just reach out and punch my customers.
No, I'm not violent. I'm not violent. I don't do that. I will defend myself, but I will not initiate any contact like that.
Oh no, I have a low temper threshold, and I have a thing for stupidity. Like it is like my biggest pet peeve, and I cannot stand some of the people. I had a guy the first thing in this morning. He goes, "I know you guys are open at 11, but are you taking orders now?" I'm like, "Dude, it's 10:30." He's like, "I don't open until 11, but fine, I'll take your damn order anyway."
That's a Karen move.
Yeah. It's like, dude, suck off. I got a sign on my counter that says closed. Are you guys open? Do you not? You're standing in front of the sign that literally says we're closed until 11 o'clock. Can you not freaking read?
Yep. But that's neither here nor there. I did forget to mention a couple of other items that I remembered that Jenny and Ian both picked up. They picked up some curio cabinets. Well, I'll show you. The one that
I know what a curio cabinet is. They're usually not that big. They're like trinkets. You stick your trinkets in it.
Well, some of them are floor models. I used to have one. It's a floor model.
This is just a small one. That's it. Nothing fancy about it.
Yeah, just a little thing you stick trinkets in little bottles. Most people use them for shot glasses.
Yeah.
Or sorry, alcoholics use them for their shot glasses.
My grandmother actually had one that she used for her salt and pepper shakers. She had quite the extensive salt and pepper shakers. My grandma Waller.
No, I used to have a curio cabinet, but then it's for my Royal Dalton.
What was that again?
I had a floor model curio cabinet, but it was for my Royal Dalton.
You like dolphins?
Royal Dalton.
Oh, Royal Dalton. Okay, apologies. I heard something completely different. We're apparently ordering pizza.
It's like 11 o'clock.
It's 9:02 here.
Oh, yeah, I keep forgetting you guys are only an hour ahead of me.
Pizza. You could easily make pizza at home.
We can't.
There's no such thing as easily making a pizza. It takes like 2 hours to make one from scratch.
No.
And you have to have the ingredients on hand.
No, it doesn't take 2 hours. Hey, quick, easy way of making pizza. If you have, what is it called? Taco bread.
Nope.
Or naan.
You mean flatbread?
Yeah.
We don't have that.
Flatbread. Put your tomato sauce, put your cheese, and then whatever else you want on it. Throw it in your oven or toaster oven, and then voila. You can have each individual for whatever people like, quick and easy. If you want double pepperoni, but somebody wants to go vegetarian tonight, make each individual ones quick, easy.
Yeah, you got to have the ingredients, though.
Again, prepper here. Everything done. Any meat items, throw it in the freezer, take it out, cut as much as I want of whatever I want, put it out, let it thaw out a bit, and off it goes.
Yeah, but how often do you hear about a prepper stocking 5 pounds of pepperoni and freezing it?
You'd
like never.
You'd be surprised. I don't do a lot of pepperoni. I do more of bacon. Or not bacon, ham.
I am going to talk to the night shift manager. He's clearing out his freezer of venison. I might be seeing about picking up he's replacing it this year, so he wants to make room.
He's rotating stock is what he's doing.
Yes, he is. And he offered me some. I'll make sure I'm going to get some from it. Yeah, I'm going to take all his stock off his hands as much as I can. And I'll have that for making my venison chili, my venison Irish stew.
Beef jerky.
He already has it all processed, so I don't.
See, Grace makes what she calls canned pizza with naan.
With what?
Naan.
I don't know what that is.
It's flat, just like flatbread.
Oh, I didn't know the term. Sorry.
Or it's like a pita. You know what a pita bread is, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's basically the same thing.
Oh.
You can even use pita bread.
We don't even have pita bread.
Actually, with pita bread, you can almost make a actual bowl. You cut off you go around about an inch in, and you just cut a circle, and then when you fill it, it kind of raises it out, so it sort of makes it its own soup bowl. But it's super thin, so you got to use really thick materials in it.
There is something that Jenny wants to make that we're going to need potatoes for. So we're going to
Irish stew.
Besides that, no, she wants to make shepherd's pie. So we need to pick up the ingredients for that.
By the way, how'd you like the seasoning?
Good, very, very good. It's amazing.
Oh, I sent him a bunch of seasoning when I sent him that box.
Yep, a bottle of seasoning. We have to come up with a name for it, though. It's a Fox blend.
And what's in your Fox blend?
I believe that one was just I had basil, oregano, a little bit of thyme,
parsley, sage, rosemary.
Yeah, I didn't have parsley. Like I said, I think I had a little bit of parsley, oregano, thyme, and I think that was it.
Still pretty good.
I'm still working on my other blend over here. I've got 4 containers full of stuff.
I will take a little bit of each, as long as it's not spicy.
Oh no, like I said, I've got my 4 containers just sitting. I can't even
get
them.
The one thing I don't eat a lot of is salt.
Yeah, I didn't put salt in that. I didn't put salt in none of it. It's just basic seasonings, and I just mix them together. The last 2 I got to do, I need parsley, but I don't have enough parsley yet. 4 of my plants died out here. I only got 1 good one still survived. And then I need some rosemary. I'm going to have to cut like two full branches off just to get enough rosemary to season all of this.
Oh, wow. Yeah, I think this winter we're going to have to do another cooking video. I'm not sure if Cecilia saw my grilled cheese video or not.
Yes, I did. And then Grace also did on your competition. Yep.
Our grilled cheese challenge. And we actually had some really interesting entries. Now, I don't call Drops his grilled cheese wasn't as good as his tomato soup, though. Since he made he's a prepper, and he made his tomato soup from scratch.
Yeah, saw that.
And I was very impressed with the tomato soup. Because, I mean, grilled cheese and tomato soup, to me, goes hand in hand. That's my personal preference. People are different.
I must be the weird one, because I'll do grilled cheese and ranch.
If you want like ranch, that's perfectly fine. It's your
I can do marinara sauce, marinara or pizza sauce.
A marinara would not be bad. I would say a marinara would probably be good too.
No, but if you're gonna have soup, it's got to be tomato soup.
Yeah. We actually used 2 different types of cheeses, as I said in the video, and I did mine pretty much hands free without a spatula or anything, and a cast iron skillet. I think I did pretty good. But I think, what am I going to do for this one? This is going to be a little bit different because grilled cheese is quick and easy, at least in my opinion. Maybe French.
Aside from, let's see what you got: grilled cheese, French toast, and an omelet. Those are like the 3 easiest things.
I don't do omelets, but I can do French toast. I've been told I've got a fairly decent French toast.
See, and I've like Cecilia's saying, I've got that freaking farm to table garden out there, man. Almost everything out there you can actually put in an omelet,
except for one thing:
hot peppers. But
no eggplant.
No,
because he doesn't.
He doesn't have chickens. He doesn't have chickens. That's the only thing he doesn't have.
Yet. I'd have to actually have property for chickens if I'm going to get chickens.
I don't think you're zoned for chickens.
Dude, we got chickens down here everywhere.
Like Johnny does out in Hawaii. They're like everywhere.
Dude, we just got a guy moved in who just bought the house at the end of the street. He's got like 4 chickens.
Okay. I wasn't sure if what your property is zoned for, because some people get a little upset when you bring in livestock.
They're annoying. They are, but if you,
Brian, thank you for
talk with your neighbors, you can do it. Brian, long time no see.
I saw him over on Prepping 101's channel.
I would love to get chickens, but we're not allowed.
Yes, it is illegal to sell venison. We trade. There's a difference. Trading is allowed.
Bartering, trading.
There are some areas here in the city that are allowed to have 4 chickens, no rooster. And I called to see if I could be in that area, and they said no, because I would love to have some chickens.
Well, the first problem is you still need a rooster, because if you don't have a rooster, your hens ain't gonna lay squat.
Yes, they will. Technically, you do not need a rooster for your hens to lay eggs. It helps because it makes them want to produce more eggs, but it's not necessary. You only need the male if you want to reproduce or to hatch chicks.
No, that's true. Brian, you missed some really good flea market finds we got today. I'm not sure if you want to call it a flea market or a pallet sale or whatever it is. It was just a really nice, awesome outdoor thing that we went to. I picked up some backpacking stuff. Picked up a really nice expanding table that goes from 3 feet to all the way up to 7 feet. It's just that little table right there. Right there expands out to 7 feet, which is really freaking cool.
The only thing is, this time of year is usually when the sun goes down that the egg production gets to be very, very low. Hi, B.
I know someone who put in sun lamps in their chicken coops to help keep the light up.
Well, I talked to Mark about that one. He actually insulates his chicken coop.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I think he said he puts down like 6 inches of like hay, something mixed on the floor. And then like he's got like warming lamps in there. And he says he gets eggs like throughout the whole winter. He'll get like a dozen eggs every couple of days.
Yep.
Yeah, but the only thing is the seasons are there for a reason. You're mixing up their metabolism. Like everything else, there's got to be a downtime. And during winter is the chicken's downtime. If having lights will give you the production, but what is the overall health on the birds?
Maybe
Dinner in about 3 weeks. That's what it is.
Doesn't he swap out his chickens, so to speak?
Yeah, he goes through them pretty quick. He'll take one and eat it for dinner, and he usually goes through a couple of them a month, or every couple of months. He rotates stock.
So he has a rooster probably though.
Oh, I think he's got a Brahma.
40.
Yep.
So he's either got Brahmas or rocks.
Which
I can't
one you
remember.
$7.
I thought you had that 100 still.
It's in the car.
Oh. Give me a moment.
Dude, what's he holding? Can't see it.
It's some sort of wallet.
How much?
I still can't see it.
40.
What is? He just showed me a ghost. Like what the heck?
You're not seeing what's in my wallet. This is
You were holding a wallet?
Huh?
You were holding a wallet?
That was my wallet.
Couldn't see anything.
Yeah, I know. You're not
Were
meant
you paying him his $2?
No, Ian actually did mention that. No, he didn't take his $2 yet. Ian, you want your $2?
Excuse me.
Ian, I want you to do something for me.
No.
Say $2. I want my $2.
No.
Say it.
No.
Do it.
Say it. Then
All right,
I'll give
it
it. I'll give you 3 if you say it.
I want $2.
Say it. No, $2. I want my $2. Say it.
No.
You don't want it's right here.
Wait, what was it?
I would give you an extra $1 if you say it.
What was it?
Colin, stop
$2. I
bribing this
want my
poor guy.
$2.
I want my $2.
Say it louder.
$2. I want my $2.
There we go.
Okay.
Give him his $3.
Dead. Quote, I will accept it.
Well,
He probably
no,
has
now you
no
have
clue
to give
what
him
I'm talking
$3 because you asked him if he said it loud enough, you would give him another $1.
That's
Technically, you owe him $3.
I gave him $3. Didn't I, bud?
Yes. Now I'm getting my money back.
What do you guys come out here and get the cat?
Crap.
Go help Mom.
I thought Jenny was still sitting over there in the chair.
No, our pizza just got here.
Oh, wow.
Ian, find his. Come over here and get the laser pointer and play with him.
Hold on, let me put the money back in my pocket.
Oh, count your money. Make sure you have everything. Help Mom with the pizza. Put it on the new table. Yay! Look, we get to use the table for the first time.
Woohoo! Swear to God, Brian, I totally thought you typed something else on there.
What did he?
He
Yeah.
said 200 pennies,
made
but
no
then he had corrected it.
My chair.
Down on the floor.
I didn't know. I'm sorry.
He's gonna play with Mac with the laser pointer. Mac's getting his exercise now.
Hold up. I gotta do this.
Here's a logic question for everybody here and everybody in the chat. Would you rather have $1 million right now or 1 penny doubled for the next month?
The doubled one.
1 penny doubled. It
Damn,
comes out more.
Skippy.
Shoot.
Ian, open up the box. Let him jump in it.
But the only thing is, we no longer have pennies. I miss the pennies.
We
I
still have
actually
pennies.
2 pennies
still have
that I
pennies here.
managed to save.
Uh-oh. You gonna try to get him in the Are you putting him in the box? He's putting him in the treasure chest.
The cat will just sit in there. He won't get out.
He just jumped out.
Oh, Mac didn't like the chest then.
No, he's still trying to figure it out.
Tape a square on the floor and see if the cat will sit in it.
No, put a box.
Hold on.
Cats love boxes. Just
I'll
leave
do
a
it.
box on the floor.
Ian,
He
put
will
the
jump
box on the
in
floor.
and out, jump in and out.
Put it in the middle of the floor. Mac.
Yeah, but the only thing is he smells the pizza right now, so he's saying, drop some pizza. Drop a pepperoni. I want some.
Mac is technically not a box type cat generally. He likes perching on high. He finds a way to get on top of the buffet, up on the windowsills and everything else.
Yeah, he'll get into a box. Cats eventually get into a box.
He likes bags though.
Yeah, he does. Also, that cat will straight jump into a bag.
He likes bags. Right now, Ian is making him dizzy. He's making him go round and round and round and round.
Where did that paperwork go? I have it somewhere.
Now, Brian, just to let you know some of the things that I picked up. I picked up a inverter.
A drill.
A what?
A drill.
Cordless drill that seems to be working. We think the chargers might be bad. We picked up
Probably the batteries.
a folding Trickology table.
Which I've never heard the brand before.
I have actually heard of it.
You heard?
I think Luke did a review on that one.
And my pillow, which is a Mountain Designs self-inflating pillow. And right now, I got it at the thickness that it automatically self-inflated to, and I just shut it off. And it is very, very comfy.
Yeah, I was like,
Feel it just the way it is.
good night.
Yeah. And the thing is, don't throw it at me when I'm on the computer.
No, hold up. I got it.
I love you too.
Also,
Oh, wait. Wasn't there a thing earlier? He gets 2, you get 1.
That's true.
That was for the show.
Come here. I did, even though it is an older one, this is a Peerless 25-foot steel tape.
Oh man, that's a good one.
Doesn't matter if it's old as long as it works.
It locks. So,
and it will probably outlast anything that you can buy nowadays.
Oh, most likely. But I used it to measure the table earlier. I got it for I can measure my bows for the bowstrings. Are you using the new pans we just got, or are you making new ones?
I washed plates.
Okay. Give me a moment. You'll grab me some food.
He's gonna grab himself a slice of pizza, and it's probably got pineapple on it.
Nope. She only got 2 kinds. You got taco and pepperoni.
One of the few states that has taco pizza.
Hey, I thought it started in Iowa from Casey's.
I got no idea, dude. There's places down here where I live that do taco pizza.
Hey, we even have pizza with chicken on it.
He went to Pizza Hut.
They didn't have delivery available for Casey's.
Oh, this is one of the few places that doesn't have delivery for Casey's.
Yeah, we've got chicken. We got barbecue chicken down here is what we do in our pizzas.
No, they make it like an Alfredo type chicken.
Okay, yeah, we've got that too. We've got barbecue chicken and then the chicken Alfredo. It's got tomatoes, mushrooms, black olives, and chicken with the Alfredo sauce.
For those people, I know Cliff already had some, but pepperoni.
Yeah.
And I don't eat
basic pizza, but it's one of the better ones.
I do have something I generally do, with the exception of snacking, which I was doing with the jerky and stuff. I don't eat supper with my hat on, ever.
It's a military thing.
Yep. Oh, actually, my mom. Well, our family was military family. That's probably where it got it.
It's a military thing. You watch any military movie you want, even if it's a fake military movie. Not one of them suckers is wearing a hat during mealtime. Yeah, I would agree with that one, Brian, on the Philly cheesesteak, except for I'm not a fan of bell peppers at all. So it's just, for me, that's a no.
You don't like bell peppers?
I do like
bell peppers. I don't like bell peppers.
Chili.
Huh? You grow them.
I know, but I don't eat them.
Just the same way as you grow the eggplant and you don't eat them.
Honestly, I just grew the seeds because I got a box of seeds from one of my acquaintances on here. He just sent me a whole bunch of stuff, so I was like, hey, you know what? I'll grow it. See if I can grow it. I give it out to like neighbors, friends. I take some to work. I give it out to all kinds of people. Just because that may be a small little garden out there, but I can honestly produce enough food for a lot of stuff, like a lot of people. Especially when my one tomato plant is actually, that thing took off, man. I probably got 200 tomatoes off that stupid thing.
Wow.
He's getting it. Hey. Ooh.
Man, I wish I could give you all my bell peppers, Brian, because my like one plant out there is just going crazy.
Or ship them up here. I'll dehydrate them and add them to all my food. Don't you like peppers in your chili?
Dude, your version of chili up there is way different than my version of chili.
I put green peppers in my chili.
We have just chili. We don't need peppers in our chili. You ain't even going to taste them.
I don't like whole peppers. I like diced, minced peppers.
Yeah, the only thing we put diced peppers in down here is pico de gallo.
Actually, I've never had that.
I don't want to use my chair.
Normally, Brian, last year I actually did, but it was mostly herbs, and that was out in my greenhouse.
Ian's sitting using the little stool as a little table and using the box that the camping stuff came in as another stool.
I really do not want to sit in my chair. Nor can I be asked to clean it out.
He doesn't want to clean out his stuff that's in his chair. He just wants to sit and eat.
Yeah, unfortunately, Brian, I did not plant any winter crops this year. It just anything that I plant, if I don't plant it the right time, it just fries, dies, or straight just goes to seed. Like I wanted to plant watermelons this year, but I couldn't even do that. I wanted to do pumpkins, but none of my pumpkin seeds wanted to go anywhere. They just kind of like died off on me.
When we were at our old place in Newton, we actually had a pumpkin that we grew. We had one about that big. I think Ian tossed it in the backyard or something. Was it our house or your mom's house?
What was it?
The pumpkin that you threw in the yard and it grew after it
was Newton.
Yeah, it was at noon. He just basically, we kept it. We didn't do anything with it. We just tossed it in the backyard. The next year, it grew by itself without any help. So it was kind of interesting.
No, my potatoes this year really didn't produce. It was my first time planting them, and I got a lot of green. It just took over almost all my garden. When I went to dig it up, I got little puny little potatoes. Not even enough for a meal.
Ooh, so you got like the little micro potatoes that are like this big?
Yeah, that size and just a little bit bigger. It's like the kind that you find in a Portuguese type dish. Something that you serve as a side. Like really puny.
Yeah, I got to start getting mine in the ground. I got a whole bunch over here that are starting to grow, so I'm going to get those. I got to get the rest of my soil built up, and then I'm going to start planting those out in the greenhouse. But I got to finish building my framing for the greenhouse with that thing's going on.
How big is it going to be now?
I can't expand the size of the greenhouse. It's a 6x6 greenhouse, but I can go down. So I'm dropping the floor out a whole foot. So it's actually going to be from center point, from apex to the bottom is going to be like 7.5 feet.
Okay.
Almost 8
Hey, Mike,
feet.
thank you for coming.
Because when that was on the ground, I could almost touch the top of the ridge with my head. The top of my head was almost touching the ridge. So I'm dropping that down a foot. So it's going to be about 7 feet. So I won't run into my heat lamp anymore. Hey, Mike, how's it going?
No,
but I got to get
Go ahead.
I got to dig out the rest of the pit for it, which means I got to go dig out a whole another 6 square feet of dirt.
Now, up here, we've already had our first frost. So I've never tried doing a fall garden because here there is no fall. It goes almost straight into winter mode.
Yeah, you guys go from summer, you get like, what, 2, maybe 3 weeks of like mild weather, and then bam, winter.
Yeah. I've actually had the heat on for the last 2 weeks.
Yeah, you keep telling me that. You keep getting mad at me because I'm like over here complaining that it's 85 degrees, and you're like, I'm running the heater over here.
Well, normally I wouldn't put on the heat, but I'm growing moringa, and moringa requires the heat. So I'm trying to save my moringa plant. So I've put on the heat. Normally, I wouldn't care. I could put on a sweater on and I'd be good. But because I'm trying to save the moringa, because a couple of my friends, unfortunately, are going through cancer. Colin, you probably would have seen it on my Facebook posts. So right. I've been growing it, I've been drying it, and I've been sending out to a couple of people. One you probably know, Raymond. You've seen him on a lot of lives. Yeah. I sent him some of the dried moringa. And then
night.
Peggy Jean, here, her husband Andy is fighting cancer also. So, and she's been going to the hospital and everything else. She's a little worn down, so I sent her a couple of batches already. And I sent her some seeds. So I'm trying to extend the life. Most of the leaves have gone, but I'm getting a few little sprouts. Oh yeah, and Grace, I sent Grace some. I've sent to a few people so that they can try it out. I actually just ordered some more seeds from the place that I'm getting them from is Mary's in California, because the ones that I got from Baker Creek, unfortunately, didn't produce very much, and they were the miniature, so they didn't grow very big. And the one that I have now is about 5 foot tall. So the I took pulled out all the leaves and pulled some of the smaller stems. And again, because it's only being grown in a 5 gallon bucket, it's not getting its potential growth. So I've been trying to keep it alive. Right now, I've got a few little sprouts that are coming in. And again, I've been sending out the merengue to different people, but my top priority has been to the 2 cancer patients that I know of.
Every time you say moringa, I keep on thinking the dance, even though I know it's not. But you're trying to keep the dance of life, which is really cool. You're trying to help people live a better life of what they have. I've dealt with so much cancer patients in my family; it's ridiculous. And I'm one of the few non-smokers, so I should be. Hopefully, I won't get it.
Darn glad I'm a Pisces.
Well, you have to understand, I'm on a very limited budget because unfortunately I had to stop work 3 years ago because I broke my arm, which has never healed properly. So I'm on financial straits and I can't financially help out these people. So I do whatever I can. If it's something that I have, I will give to them, or if it's playing their playlist
firsthand
or something like that. So it's sort of my little contribution because, like, sure, not all of us have money, and sometimes some of us are going through some hard times, and with COVID and everything else, it made it even harder on some other people. So, again, it's my little thing to do, and
Cecilia, thank you for what you do for everybody.
oh, you're welcome. Like I said, financially, I can't help out people, but if it's to play their playlists, or if it's something that I have that I can, do. Grace sent me some a backpack and some other stuff for my hunting
Oh,
stuff.
hell no. Get back
And
here.
as a thank you, I crocheted her a gator and a hat. So it's like somebody does something nice for me, I like to do something nice for them. It's sort of,
Right. Did you see the thing that Jenny got for doing her cross stitch? Cecilia, by any chance? I think I showed it, but I'm not sure if you saw it.
No, I didn't see it. Sorry.
Yeah, she picked up this today as well. It's a
Oh,
Star
that would
Wars.
be nice.
Yoda.
Actually, I did a cross stitch about 20 years ago. My daughter
it
was
comes with all
into
all the stuff with it. I don't know anything about this, but that's her thing. Thank you for everything you do, Cecilia, though.
It's little. I wish I could do more. I wish I could do more.
You do a lot of things for everybody. Excuse me.
Again, I have people who do things for me. Like I said, Grace sent me some backpacking stuff, and as a thank you, I made her some stuff and sent it to her. Same way as JV sent me a little something. And
I'm sending you something as soon as I get done with all this.
Well, actually, JV just sent me a Bible, and so I'm making him some slippers.
Hey, Victoria, thank you for coming.
How's it going, Victoria?
But you already know what I'm sending you, Cecilia. So, like I said, as soon as I get done with this live stream, I'll be sending it off to you. I just got to change the address and get your address in there, and it'll be off to you today.
Thank you, Doc.
Tomorrow.
Again, Cliff, Every little bit helps. It comes from your heart. You donate it. You don't have to, and that's the most important thing.
Oh,
It doesn't matter
I
how
just give it to
big.
him because I get too much. My plants produce more than I can physically eat in one. And like
Or
I could sit
store.
here and freeze dry it and store it, but then I would have nowhere to put any actual food.
Yeah. Again, every little bit helps. It doesn't matter how big or how small, as long as it comes from your heart and you're doing it. That's all that matters. Like I said,
Yeah,
there are
I'm sorry,
people
I'm
who
watching
can-
Ian eat like the golem over here.
yeah. In all honesty, Cecilia, I did not expect my garden to do as well as it did, because most of this stuff over here is experimental for me. Yeah, he straight looks like Gollum just munching over there on his phone.
Colin,
There he is.
leave him alone. He's a growing boy. He needs food.
He
Yes,
needs
I
your
know.
pizza.
But
Yeah,
generally, we have trouble getting him to eat. That's the only issue.
yeah. As I was saying, like I did not expect my garden to do as well as it did. I've probably harvested maybe 15 to 20 pounds of beans
You've
off
got
my
the
beans.
touch, Cliff. You know that, right?
My corn did not do so well. I got like 2 good corn stalks, and that was it. The rest I saved for seeds. I'm going to grow them next year because they're going to be already climate set to my zone, so I should be able to have no problems growing them. But I really did not expect my zucchini plants to produce the way they did. My basil, I figured would do what I did. If I were to harvest my entire crop of basil wet, I'd probably get 6 pounds. Dry would probably be about maybe a pound to maybe a pound and a half, if I'm lucky.
Well, last year, I did the pepper squash. I got a lot of them. I was giving them out to my neighbors. But this year I didn't plant them. The one couple left. So, no, it's usually lately it's been making bread. My neighbor loves my homemade bread. So it's like when I'm making bread for 2 families and I'm just giving out bread.
I had to send you one of my zucchinis to make zucchini bread. You'd be making like 60 loaves of bread off of
That's
one
okay.
zucchini.
There's more than enough people here. Like my neighbor does not bake. Normally, I don't bake. I can cook anything. Just give me some spices and I will just create something. That's how I've always been. Baking has not been my forte, but I picked up making bread last year and I've been trying different recipes. And every time I make a new recipe, um, I tried making focaccia. I made homemade garlic bread, and I mean, I made it with garlic in the bread, and they loved it. Whenever I make it, it's like
Um,
3 or 4 loaves go over there, and they're usually gone by the same day.
okay. Jenny actually has a couple recipes that she has that we could probably share with you, Cecilia. One is an Amish friendship bread recipe. Generally, we would send you a starter with that, but since we can't cross borders with the starter because, the way things are, we can send you the recipe for you to get it started yourself. And she also has a recipe for Irish soda bread. I'm not sure if you know that one or not.
I know of Irish soil bread. It's unfortunately not something that I would make. I would go to the store, maybe buy it once in a blue moon. It's not something. Um,
It's actually pretty good. She's really good at making stuff like that. But
Just no different than making banana bread.
she makes banana bread too, but she does.
No, I'm sorry. I'm looking at the recipes for zucchini bread, and it's basically almost the same way you would make banana bread.
Again, I haven't tried banana bread yet. I've been trying to perfect my different breads because I'm not using bread flour. Bread flour is basically hard to come by here. So I'm making it with regular flour. And most of my breads are the European or the Italian breads. I've tried a couple of what considered white bread, but most of mine is the European breads. The Italian, like Italian loaves, Italian small rolls. Those are the ones that I've kind of almost perfected. Again, Because bread flour is not available, I'm using other. So it's experimenting. Sometimes I put olive oil in it. Sometimes I don't. Variations.
Hey, folks, I hate to say this, but he's got 5 slices on that plate.
Dang Gollum.
Let him eat,
That's like half a pizza right there.
No, I'm ecstatic that he's eating, Cecilia. You don't understand. I always generally have a trouble getting him to eat. That fact that he's wanting to eat, I am extremely ecstatic. So,
yeah, bread does make you gain weight. The carbs on that is ridiculous, but it'll fill you up pretty quick.
Thank you for coming.
Again, I don't make bread all the time. I try to avoid bread because I don't need the extra weight. But like I said, I don't make bread all the time. I decided this month I wasn't making it, so I got some tortilla bread, and then I will use that as my bread substitute. And I got a couple of buns because I wanted to have a burger and I wanted a bun, and I'm not going to spend 3 hours to make some buns just to have a hamburger.
Yeah, most things takes forever.
No,
bread takes a while too, depending on how you do it. If you're starting bread from scratch, it can take a long time because you got to let the bread rise.
It's about 3 hours if you're doing it from scratch, and I'm making it from scratch. So I'm looking at a 3 hours processing time.
Yeah.
With 2 rises, and then there's the cooking time on top of that.
Okay, do you just bake yours in the oven, Cecilia?
I make it from scratch, and yes, I make it in the oven.
Okay, we actually have a bread maker that really helps, but we haven't used it in forever because of everything that's been going on. But
I'd rather bake it in the oven.
Well, the thing is, you haven't made anything in an electric oven in how long? I mean, literally bread wise.
Colin, don't volunteer.
No, I'm not.
Have it. It's like me. There are certain things I don't use all the time, but I keep them just in case.
Yeah, but the fact is that we're used to doing things with a gas stove, and we really haven't done a lot of major baking in an electric stove. So the techniques are a little different. Try to get used to temperatures and things like that.
Well, I have gas.
I'm used to gas myself. I mean, I know how to bake things with gas, but electric seems to be wonky for some reason.
Well, it depends on the stove you get. I have an electric stove and we cook in that thing constantly. No any problems.
An electric fryer. Jenny wants to get a
air fryer.
An air fryer.
Now, when I told you guys I had moved into my mom's home because she passed away, and I was going to buy her house and sell mine. While I was there, I had to replace a stove, and she didn't have an outlet for gas, so I had to get an electric stove. I find that the degrees on electric from gas is anywhere between 50 to 100 lower in electric than it is in gas.
Okay, so
that's what I've found. Now, I was using the stove I think I got was a GE. I don't know if you have that particular model down there.
I could. It is a TE, or is it a Amana?
I think it's an Amana.
Well, we have GE down here. GE is just General Electric.
Yeah,
but we have GE model washers, dryers, stoves, you name it.
When I was there, I was using a GE, and I found out compared to my gas stove, it was running 50 to 100 less.
Okay.
On the electric than it was on the gas.
That'll also depend on altitude as well. Your altitude will actually have a severe impact on your cooking temperatures.
We use an Amana because not sure if everybody knew where Amana ranges and stuff come from.
Yeah, I know Amana.
They come from Iowa. We actually we're going to Amana tomorrow, actually. But when we first moved in here, I mean, we have the cooking surface for our stove it's flush. It's underneath sheet of glass or whatever it is they have, and not the coils like they used to have way back in the day. It just takes it's a whole big learning curve. Microwave I can do. I've been avoiding doing a lot of cooking on the stove because it freaks me out because I can't see the process of cooking and how to adjust it and stuff.
Yeah, that's why I like glass front stoves. You can see inside of them.
Oh, Oho asked a question, guys.
Yeah, I threw my answer up there.
I'm gonna verbally answer once I read the whole question.
Okay. My thing about that, it all depends. Do you get along with your parents? What is the situation that you're going to move in with your parents? Are you going there because you're financially hard up, or are you there to help your parents out? It varies on the situation by person.
And are you doing it because they asked you to, or are you asking them to do it? I mean, that's also a big difference too. Some parents have asked their kids to come help and do stuff like that instead of just jumping in and doing it without being asked. Some people do that too. You just got to do what's right for you and your parents. Is pretty much all I can do, but as long as you're not imposing or anything like that.
Well, for me, I used to live in an apartment once upon a time, and I moved back in with my parents, even though my mother and I didn't have the best of situations. I moved in to help them financially. Unfortunately, when my brothers decided to move back in, that took place or took the bedrooms away from my kids, and that's when I decided I'm buying my own house.
Right.
So it all depends on the circumstances. Now my kids have moved out. Financially, it doesn't really matter because they were not financially secure, so I was supporting them. So them not living here kind of helps me out because I'm not strapped with their expense on top of mine.
Right.
Mind you, my daughter is in Florida, or my oldest daughter is in Florida. My son is out west in Winnipeg, and then my other daughter's outside of the city. So again, I had someone come over to my place just a few days ago because my house, because I was going to sell it, is set up as 2 separate living quarters. And I had a guy come around here and say, is there any places here to rent? And I straight out said no. Financially, I could use the money. I have the room, but I like my privacy. I like to be able to walk around in just a t-shirt and not worry that someone's going to pop around the corner.
Makes sense. You like your privacy. There's nothing wrong with that.
I like my privacy. In the beginning, it was a little hard, especially when you're used to having so many people in the house. And
not having somebody to talk to other than, like here, that can be tough too.
Oh, no, I got my neighbors. I've got friends, but unfortunately, I can't invite them over because we're still in a kind of a lockdown up here.
Right.
And the same way as you had that one brother, I have a brother not like yours, but has a few issues. So I'm his caregiver. So I talk to him. He kind of has to check in with me because I'm also his advisor between him and his doctors. So, but I'm not lonely. I actually do like it. Like, I'm a Scorpio. So we're supposed to be all out there partying, enjoying life with everybody else. But I'm kind of the opposite. I like my quiet moments.
Jenny's the same way because she is a Scorpio as well.
Yeah.
I'm the same way, and I'm a Pisces, and I'm supposed to be the fun, enjoyable, everybody wants to hang out with me, and I'm just like, go away.
What?
Leave me in my corner. Just leave me alone.
Say it again, love.
I'm like I can straight up be anti-social.
Jenny says you're fun.
Yeah, about as fun as getting a fish hook and testicle.
That's a lie, and you know it. But I'm actually a Virgo. I was born on the 22nd of September, the last day of Virgo. Second to last day of Virgo, on the cusp, as they say. So I'm a little different. That's all I'm going to say.
No, you know what? When you're used to having a lot of people in the beginning, it can be lonely. But again, it's your state of mind. I'm not lonely. I can go to my backyard, and I have one new neighbor that moved in. He's got a dragon, and he likes my organic weeds. I you know I give him my organic weeds, or I make bread and I give him bread. We talk over the fence. But he's a young guy, so I stay away from the backyard because I like to give them privacy with him and his friends. They chill out and whatever in the backyard. So
Right.
I don't have to be lonely. I can go out there. I can socialize. I prefer my own company.
Okay, Grace has got a question for you, Cecilia.
Either a bearded dragon or Komodo.
I think he said it was a bearded dragon. So he likes the dragon likes dandelions, and since I grow organic dandelions, I give him the organic dandelions and a lot of the other organic herbs for it.
We
I
see
even
a
gave him
lot
some
of bearded
merengue.
dragons at Renaissance fairs. People bring those on leashes and stuff like that.
Yeah, they're weird.
But they're not little ones either. They're like,
No, they're the big. So they're like 2 feet.
yeah, they just let them ride on their shoulders.
Now this is
Well, they have them in
a
full
little
harness
baby.
too. Well, he won't be for long. Those lizards grow fast.
Yes, they do. They shed, and they're actually pretty decent. They eat the bugs in your house and all this other stuff. So they're really good at keeping your house pretty clean.
Again, it's a rental unit next door. The person who bought it converted it into 3 apartments, so it doesn't matter to me.
Yeah, makes sense.
If the landlord doesn't care, who am I to say anything?
True. Oh, just says YouTube is getting old. Not really. We're talking about. We always change the topics throughout each time of my.
No, I think if you read her convert, like what she's been talking about, the whole thing with moving into her parents is because she's kind of getting lonely, so she wants to somebody to talk to, and what she's saying is that you talking to people on YouTube is getting old because unless you're up here like we are, physically interacting with them, it's kind of stale because it's just a one-sided conversation.
But Oho can always come up. That's all I can be saying.
But that's at least that's my interpretation of what she's been saying, or he.
I think they're just lonely and they want to move in to have company. Again,
Nothing wrong with that. I mean, like you said, if the other half of the receiving party is okay with it, then I say go for it.
But you know what? Be happy with yourself. Don't rely on someone else to make you happy. Because if you do, that's just going to be, in the long run, it's not healthy for you. Be happy with yourself. If you're lonely, do things that make you happy. For me, I love to crochet. I used to love cooking until I broke my arm, and right now it's hard to do it because it's being held by scar tissue. So my cooking is not as much as I would love to do. I could spend 4 or 5 hours creating different dishes in the kitchen. No problem. I was in my happy mood. Or get me into the garden.
Right.
Happy. I was thrilled.
I'm a talker, as you guys probably figured out. I like to talk. And sometimes when I can't do that, I get stuck in my head. If you guys know what that means.
Yeah, I get stuck in my head constantly,
it's not a good thing. So
you're telling me
I'm not allowed to stop and talk to people. They frown upon that. Even though you're supposed to get your job done, work. And so I do.
Yeah, I hate people that say you can't talk to your coworkers at work. And I'm like, then what's the point of even coming to work?
No, we couldn't talk either. You had your job to do. Your head was supposed to be in the grind. And unless you're changing something with someone, we were not allowed to talk. If you talked or you socialized, you would be called in. But again, I worked in an office.
We work in a warehouse, and we have to get our stuff put away. That's the goal. But the thing is, I can only do that so much. I have to talk to people, and when I'm at fair, is using this as an example. When I was running my range, I am a motor mouth.
You were in your element.
Oh man, I believe I was. I mean, I can talk a spiel like nobody's business when it comes to my range, because it's excited to me to, not just because I was trying to make money. That's just a bonus.
It's your passion.
Oh, you better believe it. It is. I could talk archery all day long and not get bored. But people might get bored with it.
Yeah, with a few exceptions.
Which is?
Me, you and me could talk archery all day, and then I wouldn't.
We could talk about anything, Cliff, and not get bored.
Dude, I swear to God, when we hit the green room after these lives, some days it's like, dude, we could sit there probably for another hour and a half just talking random stuff, but both of us need to go to bed because we're both usually super tired, and you got to get up in like 4 or 5 hours.
Generally, I don't sleep much, though. Good thing I don't sleep much, but
neither do I. I go to bed at like 2 o'clock in the morning, and sometimes I wake up at 6 or 7. I barely get 5 to 6 hours of sleep if I'm lucky.
I didn't have to wake up until 5 today because we're going from 7 to 12, and I still woke up, and I woke up about 20 after 4 or something like that, and I felt like I slept in.
Dude, I tried sleeping in, and I'm just like, I can't do it anymore.
I was awake at that time. I got up.
Wait until you get older,
I'm getting there, but
when you get older, you want more sleep.
Dude, I want more sleep.
6 hours. Some days it's 2 hours. Some days it's 8 hours.
When I was a kid, I could sleep 14 hours straight and be fine.
But then again, I'm pretty close to the age my dad was when he passed away. So that's one thing that worries me as I get older. I'm only 3 years younger than where my parents were when they passed away. Oh, Victoria wants to show off her hammock, if anybody would like to see it, that she's crocheting out of paracord. Would you like to see it, Cecilia?
Sure, bring her up. Do you want me to knock off?
No, you can stay here.
You stay.
I don't know why everybody always thinks they have to get down just because somebody else pops up.
No, I could actually have up to 10 people on here.
Okay.
That's the one thing about I pay for a subscription for. I can have 10 people up here on my panel. And Victoria, come on down. You're the next contestant on The Price is Right.
The price is wrong, Bob.
Then Bob still wins.
Old dude is in his 70s and he's still. I mean, it was all staged, but yeah, I still wouldn't piss off Bob Barker.
No.
You know that man has seen some things.
Oh yeah. Oh man, you wouldn't believe it. I was watching TikTok the other day, and you wouldn't believe who I saw, who got really old. Pauly Shore.
Pauly Shore.
Oh, okay, God. I gotta change
Update
where my camera is so I can show you the full length of it.
Okay.
So it might take me a second to get it.
You might
right.
want to change your background too.
Hey, you might want to take your green screen off because anything that's the same color as that background is going to
blend in.
Yeah, it's going to change it to that color.
Well, that's kind of cool. The horse thing back there.
It's about to fall over.
Ah!
All right, we get a lifetime view of the desk
and a doorknob.
Why do we both see the same? Why did we say the same thing at the exact same time?
Because we think alike.
It's going. Bye, Victoria. See you later.
Darn it. Hold on. Let me see if I can. Darn it.
She needs to turn her green screen off, though.
You need to turn your green screen off, Victoria.
Okay, hold on. Let me get over here. I gotta walk away from it a distance for you guys to see it, the full length of it.
I know, but the green screen is making your project disappear.
Hit the wrong one. All right, let's see if I can show you guys the whole length of it. All right.
That's
Can
a lot
you help
better.
me grab the camera and point it at me and stand over there so you can see how it looks on my screen? I want to show them this, but I can't. You need to look at the screen so you can. They can't see you.
Actually, right there would have been.
Okay, there.
That's pretty good. That's pretty long.
Can you guys see the whole thing?
Yeah.
That's cool.
Looking at almost 6 feet right there.
Put it back over here. It just needs a little bit wider, I would think. And maybe a titch longer. What do you think, Cliff?
Well, remember, she still has to put the border on. So I think she's
Well,
still going to go one more roll.
I'm not even done. It's not quite wide enough yet. So
yeah, she's going to go another, that whole spool she's got, and then she's got the border plus the strap ends.
Yeah, it's not nearly as wide. I want it to be like 3 times as wide.
Oh, so, yeah, that'd be plenty wide.
Well, because remember, it's not just going to be a hammock. It's going to
be a cover too. Yes.
A triple.
You fold yourself like a burrito.
Bed mat. So like remember the bed mat from preschool? How they
no.
Sorry, they didn't have that when I was in preschool.
The gym mats. Do you guys remember what the gym mats in gym was
didn't
like?
Have those either. Well, we had those in gym, but we didn't have those in preschool.
No.
Okay, well that's the
next. That was the high school or in the junior high. I was too little for that.
I wanted to be able to fold one on top of the other like the old gym mat.
Sort of like a burrito.
Except for 3 times flat.
Yeah, you like wrap
back and forth.
You like.
Yeah, so
or do the like a vampire thing, like.
After this 1,000-foot is done, then it'll probably be put aside for, I don't know if the project will get done because it's costing me a lot more than what I planned on.
Well, like I said, I already put your link up in the description multiple times, Victoria, about people sending you stuff. They just may have not gotten to you
almost
yet.
threw that in my trash can.
So okay, I didn't want to step. I just wanted to show you guys where I was at.
A progress update. That's cool. Thank you.
I was asked in the chat where I was at with it, so that's where I'm at with it. All right, guys. I'm still listening in the chat. Bye.
In the chat.
Bye.
That was pretty cool.
That looks nice, but the only thing is, isn't it going to be a little rough because she's using paracord?
Well, she's not going to just use just that. I'm sure she's probably going to have a blanket or something else in addition to. But the fact is that I've never heard of a paracord hammock before.
I have, but not the version she's making.
She's crocheting it. That's the difference.
I've seen the standard lattice work, square work,
the netting kind.
Yeah, the netting style. There's a few YouTubers that I've watched that they'll physically make one, right? Like he made one. Dave Canterbury was one, and I know Corporal's Corner. He did one.
What's his name? Sean?
No, it's
what's his name?
Corporal Kelly.
Yeah, I know, but I'm trying to figure out remember his first name. I know what it is. I just can't remember it off the top of my head. I thought it was Sean.
I think it is Sean Kelly.
One with yarn.
Huh?
I'm wondering if I can make one with yarn.
Oh, you probably could.
You'd have to get some sturdy yarn.
But the thing is, that's why she's probably using paracord because it's a lot sturdier and actually designed to help hold the weight. Because he's using 250 pound or 275 pound paracord.
I'm just wondering if I double up on my thickest yarn. If you saw the hat that I sent over, that Heath one, it was made with a blanket type yarn. I'm wondering if I double it and use an extra large hook. If I can make
Possibly.
one.
Okay, my Bond moment. Yes, Mr. Bond.
That reminds me not of Bond, but the Mike Myers movie.
Oh yeah.
Austin Powers.
Austin Powers.
Yeah, Austin Powers when
Dr. Evil.
yeah, Dr. Evil is stroking the cat and then puts his finger to his mouth with that little laugh of his.
That actually, I like the music in that one. But here's Macus. Wave.
He did that last time we were talking. He did that. He put Mac down, and I did that to Mac. And Colin was telling me Mac was like looking around, like, where'd that coming from?
Yep. Right now, I'm actually holding him up, and his butt's in my lap, and he's just staring at the screen. He's actually just fairly calm. I'm just, stroking him under the chin. Don't get him riled. Come on. Actually, the calmest he's been in a while. So.
Well, yeah, because you guys were playing with him earlier, so he's a little
worn out.
Well, we got fresh batteries in the little laser pointer.
There you go.
I was trying to soothe him. Cliff was trying to antagonize him.
Yeah, he generally likes laying in people's laps or on my chest and stuff.
It's
like
a cat thing, though. They'll lay on your face if given the opportunity.
But has he had his greenies?
Dad is actually laying on my face.
Yeah, jeez. I don't even think Colin finished that statement before Jenny said yes.
Yeah. That's pretty cool for a cat.
Give him some pizza crust.
No. We don't try to give people food. I try to not to, but Jenny does.
Oh, I
Yeah,
had a
we've been here and there,
Siamese
we'll
cat, and she loved chicken, especially KFC.
Yeah, that's what Jenny usually gives him is chicken.
Oh no, this cat loved KFC.
That's what I'm talking about. He loves KFC too.
Oh, my cat used to like hot fries. My cat was weird.
He also likes tuna, but most cats like tuna.
No, my husband that passed away, he had a Siamese cat, and every once in a while we would get KFC. As soon as you come in the door, she was right there, by your legs.
Cats are addicted to KFC. Ian, sorry, Ian's done eating. He left some stuff on the table. He needs to clean up.
Ooh.
He left the plate with some crumbs.
No, he had some juice barrels. I'm not sure if you know what those are, Victoria.
you buy those for him? Come on.
What do you mean,
like 10?
He asked for them. He'll drink a 40 jug box by himself because he likes them.
I could do that in one sitting, but doesn't mean I'm going to.
He doesn't do it all in one sitting. He just drinks them.
Those things are like 6 or 8 ounces a jug.
Yeah, he actually has like 2 or 3 in a sitting.
Dude, I'd have to eat like 7 of those things. It's like not enough. Dude, I mean, this is 64 ounces. I drank that.
Yeah, but I've got to get him to pick up his jugs. I'll be right back. And I also have to go use the restroom. So
yeah, I was gonna say I got to go get cleaned up too before it gets too late.
I just finished that second Pepsi.
Nice. So I'm going to step down here, folks, and we will let
leave me when I was about to step away too.
Oh, everybody's going. All right, well, I'll hang on for a few minutes because I gotta still go shower and all that.
I'll go after you, Cliff.
Nah, you can if you were gonna go for it. I'll hang on until Colin gets back.
Okay, I'll be right back.
It's now my show. I want more stuff to eat, but I don't want to eat no more food. I'm tired of eating. Actually, I'm just tired of being tired of eating, of being tired. I was not expecting this amount of work for my garden this year, and this stuff is driving me nuts. And I want to do this on 10 times the scale. I want to do this even more. I just need more organization. Because I've got stuff it's too scattered. I can't keep track of everything. It takes me too long in the summer to water everything. It takes me like 2 hours to water all my plants.
Wow.
And there's like 4 people in here. No, I'm not even 4. There's 3. I'll take the cheesecake. You can keep your persimmon pudding. Your persimmon.
Hey, persimmon pudding's actually pretty good.
Okay, Cliff, pass off.
I'll
keep it. I'll keep it going. You can go now.
I've never had persimmon pudding, Jenny, so y'all can keep it though. I'll take cheesecake any day of the week though. You put a cheesecake slice in front of me and it'll be gone.
Oh yeah, same here. There's a reason why we don't go to the Cheesecake Factory on a regular basis.
Oh yeah, it's because they charge you like $9 a slice.
Yep.
You're better off honestly going to like Costco or Sam's Club and just buying one of the cheesecakes there. They're like $13. You get like 12 slices.
Even better, making it myself.
Well, that too, but it takes longer. Well, I don't know. That actually depends on how long it takes you guys to drive to either Sam's or Costco.
Mac has claimed the chest.
Is he sitting in it or on it?
He's in it.
Right there. Oh, sorry. Right there.
See, told you you would get in the box.
He's just like looking at it. I could just see those 2 green beady eyes just staring back.
But
Macus.
he's sniffing the box, right? The treasure chest right now.
Or better yet, he's sneaking in there, and as soon as Colin passes by, he's going to jump on you.
Oh no, I watched him jump in, and he saw me see him do that. So,
he made sure you seen him jump in.
he's now out. He's out by my feet right now because I came back. I play with his tail. His tail goes.
That's a cat propeller.
See that? Look at that.
He's got that pugtail.
Your turn.
Oh, and I wasn't just going away. I was actually going to physically drop down because I need to go take care of some stuff.
Oh, you're done?
Yeah, well, I'm gonna step down, but I gotta go.
I've been going since a little bit after 6:30. So
yeah, there's only 3 or 4 people in here anyway. So
yeah, I think this is pretty much done for the day, and I've got to get ready for a fair tomorrow because I'm actually dressing up.
Yeah, there are 3 people in here.
Well, there's Grace, you, me, Cecilia.
I need a light.
And maybe Victoria if she's still in here, but yeah, so at this point it'd probably actually just be a good idea just to end it because there's. Yeah, I mean, if we had 10 people in here, I would say keep going, but I mean, there's 3 of us in here.
Okay. Well, thank you all for coming. Thank you for letting me show you my stuff that I found. I wasn't expecting to be on almost 4 hours, but it just sort of happened. But love you all.
Good night, guys. Have a great one. See you.
Be well. Talk to you guys soon. Cliff, if I find anything cool, I'll let you know.
Alrighty.
Okay. Bye.
Catch y'all later on the flip side.
No more green room.
Yeah.
Unless you want to.
No, I gotta go take care. I'm gonna go get cleaned up. I'm just done.
You're gross.
I'm like mentally out.
Okay.
But I will catch you later, brother.
Talk to you later.
Bye.
Bye.